this team, we're going to stand together and fight this disease.
I come this way before, traveled through the open door. Circumstances navigated the path, and life happened all so fast. No, it got lonely. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm offbeat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, cause I know life took a hold. I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a break for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games can play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. It's fight for meal. Second, see the blessing in it. But much expected, much is given. One to make the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness. Yes, you can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine up, let them make it brilliant. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it tonight. Ooh, for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm ASICS. Learn and develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lack it. Or cancer slowing our road. I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, give inside away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm gonna wrestle and fight this final round. Life's a break for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Can't take it personal, cause the devil is a liar. Telling you the truth, it's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. I'm gonna share all that I have and get to those in need.
Love is the word. What's up, DB? Big Lloyd. What's up, Old School E? G Brown. What's up, man? What's up? I appreciate everybody coming here early. We're starting the show a little bit early, but it's okay. What's up, Phil J508? Mr. Melly Vice. What's up, Young World? Travell Thompson, man. What's up, man? Where you been, man? What's up, man? Where you been, man? And who else we got? Rutledge, man. Y'all piling on in. Mama call him JP, but we gonna call him JQ, man. What's up? AKA Cletus, man. What's up, Silver Sound, man? Without further ado, the guest is here early too, man. Why not? The champ is here. The champ is here. What's up, Mr. Pendleton? How you doing?
I'm good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Great to have you in here tonight.
Same. Good to be here.
Oh, no worries. Oh, you under the weather? You got to keep the mask on, huh?
Yeah, you know it.
Oh, man,
old.
you acting like...
You know how they say I'm getting old.
You acting like Zorro tonight, man. You know what I mean? Appreciate you coming in here, man. So,
appreciate being here.
All the time, man. All the time, man. Boxing, man. Before we get into your career, how's boxing in 2021 as you see it?
Sucks. Terrible. It's terrible. You don't have. There's not many quality fighters out there that I see. You know, there's some good ones. I definitely got to get that to them. You know what I'm saying? Some real good fighters, some real good prospects. But the guys that are out there now are really not, to me, are not really the kind of fighters you want to put really big money into.
And so you deem a few fighters that are overrated, not good enough?
A few?
Well, let's go down the list. Hey, this the barbershop, man. Ain't no filters in here, man. Ain't no filters.
Name. Give me some names. I give you some answers.
Okay. Let's start in your weight class, 135 division. Lightweight champion. How's Teofimo Lopez?
He's all right. He's all right. I can't argue about it. He's good.
He's good. He's
good.
He passed the Freddie Pendleton test.
He passed.
Devin Haney.
I started training him, but his dad didn't like, I came in late a couple of times and took him away from me. But he's good. I like him. He's a good kid. He got a great attitude. I like him.
Okay. Ryan Garcia.
He's all right.
And who's the last one? Tank Davis.
Tank is good. He got a little too much ego with him. Which could cause him problems down the road, but he's very good. He's very good.
Okay. And the fifth guy probably will be Loma. He's in there somewhere. 130, 135. He bounces around a little bit.
I don't know. I'm not really impressed by him.
Why not? Why not Loma?
Who's he fought?
He fought Teofimo. He lost to Teofimo. He beat Rigo. He beat Luke Campbell. Those are probably his biggest names. Oh, he beat Gary Russell. I apologize, in his third fight.
Well, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna say to me, I think he got to show me a little more.
Got to show you a little more.
You got to show me a little more.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm one of them guys that go down I get down in the dirt and go with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are, or what you are, or how great they say you are. We going down the woods. We going to work.
Okay.
And that's the kind of fighters I like to see. You know what I'm saying? You don't always have to do it. You mix it with a little boxing. Then when it's time to get in tough, you get in tough and get this guy. Try to get him out of there.
Right.
And these fighters nowadays are too preoccupied with trying to look like Floyd or trying to make money like Floyd. And it's not about focusing on being the best ever in the game. I don't care if you got a lot of guys that are just as good as you are. As long as you're attempting to be the best is all I want to see. But, it's a lot of guys out there that like to, they want to be pretty. They want to dance around. They want to do all kind of stupid stuff instead of just winning that fight. Focus on being a world champion and then take it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? Get 2 or 3 belts. It's things like that. Today, against me, boxing turned against me early. I got robbed out of my fights. All the fights, I got 25 losses. Guess how many I lost for real on the real deal? How many fights I really lost? I can tell you, 4.
So you got robbed 22 times.
Definitely. And it's crazy. And then fights that I clearly won, they gave draws. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all you gotta do is take a look at the fight. When they stole my title, look at the fight when I put Relish. How do you knock a challenger down 4 times and lose your world title? It's impossible. But it happened to me.
So how would you define, or can you elaborate more on boxing turned on you early? What does that mean, turned on you?
As soon as I started, because I wasn't who they wanted me to be, they didn't, I was unknown. I came out of nowhere. I fought the Golden Gloves champion my first fight. I fought the open class Golden Gloves champion. Beat him up, and they gave the fight to him. Then on top of that, my manager wasn't popular in this city, so they gave him, I don't know what, trying to win fights. I mean, a lot of his fighters, we would get robbed, we get ripped off. Then it kept going on. We went into when I finally turned pro, I turned pro because I needed to make some money to help out my mother. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I went in there, my first fight, I put this guy on his behind, beat him up. They gave it to him. I fought again. I knocked the guy out. Knocked the guy out in the second round who was he was on the national team and he turned pro, and I knocked him out in the second round. And you know, from then on, it was like all hell broke loose. Every time I get in a fight, if it's close, I lose. You know what I'm saying? If I don't knock him dead, I don't get the win. That's how I ended up with 12 losses. And I was only, I think 1 year I fought the most that anybody ever fought in a year. There was 8 fights in a year. That's a lot of fights. Mm-hmm. And out of the 8 fights, I won 4, and I got ripped off 4 times. They took it from me. I fought Raymond Evans, beat him up, put him down, gave him the fight. Rematch, I knocked him out. So I don't know why after 3 guys a rematch, I knocked them cold. That beat me. And from then on, nobody who fought me would give me a rematch. I couldn't get a rematch with anybody. You know, even when I won, I couldn't get a rematch with them. You know, I fought this is another one for you.
Okay.
From Philly, Anthony Fletcher. Came out, he was on the Olympic team, turned pro, fought me. I knocked him down 4 times in an 8-round fight. And he beat me. How? You know what I'm saying? How do you win a fight after knocking the challenger down 4 times in an 8-round fight? How can he win? It's impossible. But he did. He did. And that's the kind of career I had. And what killed me was boxing. The people in boxing, the announcers and people like that, would try to make me seem mediocre. When I went through hell to get where I went, to get to the position where I was able to fight for a world title, I went through straight hell trying to get there. Then when I made it, these guys are saying I'm a limited fighter. I haven't really done anything to deserve a title shot. I fought everybody who was anybody. I didn't duck nobody. In 2 weight classes. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, 3 weight classes. Because I fought a middleweight in Miami. Guy weighed 162. I weighed 147. And I knocked him cold in 3 rounds. So, you know, I'll fight everybody and anybody. Don't care. Doesn't make a difference. I was banging on heavyweight. I beat up I fought Trevor Burbick in the gym. We sparred. I beat him up.
Trevor
bust his nose and everything. He picked me up in the air. Said he gonna throw me out the ring. My trainers had to scream at him, telling him to put me down. He's gonna throw me out the ring. I grabbed it up around his neck, boy. I thought he was gonna toss me, boy. But
Trevor Burbick was the last guy to beat Muhammad Ali in the island. Yep, in the island. That was that was interesting. So how would you what advice would you give to these fighters in 2021?
Throw more punches. They don't. It seems like the combination puncher is disappearing. You know, with all this slapping, everybody wants to be Floyd Mayweather. You know, and everybody can't be Floyd Mayweather. You got to be yourself. You know, and like everybody say to me, I've never been impressed by Floyd or anybody else. I'm impressed by a guy that goes in there and put the work in. Floyd puts the work in the gym to do what he got to do. So he wins fights. But, you know, I've never really looked at him as a pound for pound fighter. I never have. Everybody else does, but I just don't see him as that. I see him as a fighter that has great skills, great abilities, but he just one notch from being that, you know, that top notch great fighter. He just a step away. And he's never, when he had the opportunity to show that he was that type of fighter, he didn't step up to it. When he fought not Chavez, what's the guy he fought? It was a big fight. I think it was Pacquiao. He fought Pacquiao.
Oh yeah. His biggest fight. Yeah, Pacquiao.
Right. He didn't step up to the plate, and he ran for the rest of the fight. He started off great. He started off the first 4 rounds. I was like, he's on point. He's doing what he's supposed to do. And then when he got hit, he turned into a different fighter. You know, it ain't just me saying that. His own father slapped the shit out of him and told him, let's go to work. And he didn't respond. That fight right there would have made him the greatest fighter around. He'd have won that fight by stepping to Chavez, or whatever his name was, Pacquiao. He would have stepped to the Pacquiao and showed what he had in him. I don't care if he was worried about getting beat or whatever. All he had to do was step up and beat that guy like he should have beat him. I would have gave him top notch over anybody. But he failed. So I can't give it to him.
So you're not impressed with Floyd Mayweather?
No. Not impressed with. He got cold skills. I'm not impressed with. He's not the package. He's just not the package. He's not.
Who would you consider that has the package?
Other than the former greats, nobody.
Other than who?
Other than the former great fighters that already made their name for themselves, nobody else yet.
Who would you say though? So people listening can.
Robinson, Ali, you know, Joe Louis, the great. Them jokers showed you what to do. That's who I watched to learn how to fight, to learn what it takes to be a champion. I watched these guys. Everybody in boxing told me I would never be a champion. You know what I'm saying? When I was sparring with Roger Mayweather, I was doing well, working, moving around, banging with him. And we was talking on the sideline after it was over. And I told the guy, when I fight for the title, this is what I'm doing. The guy started laughing. I said, what you laughing about? He said, you think you're going to win a world title? I said, yeah. He said, what's your record? I said, you know what my record is. My record was 12-12 at the time.
Wow.
And they was all laughing at me saying I'd never be a world champion. I said, well, I tell you what, this is my motto right here. Don't look at what I say. Watch what I do. And they kept giggling on it. And none of them won the title. And one of the guys there was a champion. He was on his great fight for his title, getting a rematch to fight for his title. He lost. He lost it. And we had a bet to say, if you win your title back before I win mine, all you gotta do is walk up and shake my hand, say you did what you did, no money involved, nothing. I saw him, 6 months after I won the world title, I ran into him at another title fight. He turned around and walked away. I lost all respect for him after that. You know, you put your word out there, you keep your word.
Got it.
I mean, all I know is, you know, I'm working with fighters, trying to put my style, give other fighters my style, give them, you know, confidence in themselves. I work with little kids. I work with little kids so they can't go to school and get bullied and stuff like that. I teach them how to fight. But they always tell them, I don't care if you go to school and you start beating everybody who come at you. Don't you start a fight. Once you start a fight, because you think you tough, I'm done with you. I only lost one kid since.
So how would you have beaten Floyd Mayweather?
And every way you can do it. He couldn't deal with me. I challenged him all the time. He told me, I met with Floyd when he came out of the amateurs. They had champions versus the Olympians. We all met and talked it out. They put us together. I was with Floyd, and I told Floyd to his face, "You don't ever want to step in the ring with me." And he said, "What?" I said, "You don't ever want to step in the ring with me." He said, "Yeah, you beat my uncle, but there ain't no big deal. You know what I'm saying? I'm better than my uncle." I said, "I understand that." I said, "This is the reason why I want to fight you." I feel so hungry about the money I'm gonna make by just taking you apart. And the fun part is not gonna be getting paid. The fun part is gonna be kicking your behind all over the ring and showing everybody in the world you aren't better than me. Never heard a peep out of him since.
How long ago was that?
When he came out of Olympics.
Oh, you haven't spoke to Floyd since he got out of the Olympics.
I spoke to him, but I'm telling you, this is the conversation we had at the table when he came out the Olympics. Telling me he gonna come take my title. I said, "Bro, Roger's good. You know what I'm saying? You may be better than Roger, but you can't deal with me." You know what I'm saying? And I gave him a scenario of what's gonna take place if he ever stepped in the ring with me. Boy, it be raining for real, boy. I'm telling you. I would love fighting him. He didn't want to fight before everybody but me. Everybody.
Floyd is overrated to you, huh? I've never heard that before.
I wouldn't say overrated. I'm just saying he's not a GOAT. He's not even close.
Is he in the top 10?
20.
Top 20? Huh.
20.
I'm afraid to ask about Andre Ward then.
Andre Ward?
Yeah.
You kidding me?
No, I'm serious.
Andre Ward ain't in the top 100.
Oh man, he's not the top 100.
I would spank that boy like I was his daddy. He ain't got no business. No, Not even close.
Mike Tyson. Where would you put Mike Tyson in terms of heavyweight greats?
20.
Top 20?
20.
Man, you got a tough
You're
measure.
right. I'm real tough. Real tough. I'm like this. I look at the quality of that fighter. You know what I'm saying? I told everybody when he fought Evander, everybody was writing Evander off. I said, let me tell you one thing Evander got that Mike Tyson doesn't. You could tell me that one. What is it?
Heart.
Bingo. That was it right there. And that's why I don't put him in high as everybody else carry him. He doesn't have the heart to be there. I mean, it takes a lot of heart to get in that ring and throw hands with a dude that's just as good as you are and could knock you the hell out. You know what I'm saying? You could be embarrassed on national television, laid out on your back, and for you to just suck it up and go in that ring and take that chance, you know what I'm saying? That shows me what's in here, especially when it gets down in the nitty gritty and you got to gut it out. Most of the guys that we're talking about now, they don't have that. They don't have that. I'm going in the grind. I'm going to gut this out. I'm going to dig down deep. I'm going to cut this joker down and make sure I come out the winner. You know, that Tyson didn't have it. Floyd doesn't have it. For Floyd, Floyd has tremendous skills. He just don't have that killer instinct. You know what I'm saying? And all this time, he ain't never going to get it because he been living too good. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing what is he angry about? You know what I'm saying? What he got to get pissed off about? You know, me, I could dig up from the fact that I came up rough. I came up tough. I came up in the hood. Niggas shooting around your head, all that kind of stuff. So I got a lot of anger to carry around. And I could take it in the ring with me and draw on it when I need it. You know what I'm saying? It takes something within you come through, you know what I'm saying, to bring it out of you. And Floyd never had a situation like that. So, and I mean, it's not saying that he should have been there. I'm happy for everything done. I'm proud about him being as skilled as he is and accomplishing everything that he accomplished. I don't want to see none of my brothers struggle. You know what I'm saying? So whether I agree with it good or not, if they're in the game and they making money, more power to them. You know what I'm saying?
Reggie
but if you ask me,
No, I was saying Reggie Owen says you're being a hater. Yeah, I put it in the comments.
No, see, that's a weakling right there. See, a weakling calls a man's opinion a hater. You know what I'm saying? When you giving the truth, when somebody asks you for the truth, you give them the truth. This is my opinion. I don't hate on Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like when I see Floyd shake his hand, what's up, champ? This and another. But I'm telling you how I feel about the. You know what I'm saying? When you got the chance to show who you are, you show who you are.
Right. Right.
You know, you see when I fought at junior middleweight. I forgot what the guy's name is. I forgot his name. I fought this guy toe to toe, bang with this dude. He made me look like a 10-year-old in the ring. That's how much bigger than me he was. And I took that joker. They stopped in the 10th on a cut because he hit me. He laced me with the gloves and ripped my eye open. I went down and I told the referee, this motherfucker just cut my eye open. And the referee stopped the fight.
Vince Phillips?
No, it was damn, I can't remember this guy's name. But he was me and Vince had a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I banged Vince up. But they made sure I didn't win that fight. The referee should have never stopped that fight. He stopped the fight because my trainer stepped up on the ring apron. Mm-hmm. He stopped the fight. When he knew he shouldn't have stopped the fight, I was winning. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my third world title right there. Mm. But I'm not gonna be pissed off because my trainer made the mistake, not me. It wasn't because of me, it was because of this idiot. So I fired him on the spot.
How would you rate Floyd as a promoter?
I don't like promoters.
Elaborate.
I don't like promoters. I'm trying to get to a point where I can promote my own fighters. And because what I think is that Floyd's okay as a promoter, but I think fighters should be getting more than what they're getting because they put more on the line than any promoter in their life has ever done. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because at any point in the game, you can get hit upside the head, just get hit in the right spot at that time and be gone. You know what I'm saying? And we don't get to share in nothing. You know what I'm saying? And they say, oh, when you win the title, then you get a little share of it. Why is that? When you making money off us all the way to getting the championship. You know, so all we do is get our little percentage. We get a little percentage of the game after we win the championship. You know, and then it's not big enough percentage. You know what I'm saying? So it's not right for these promoters to make all this money and then take the fight on top of selling all around everywhere here and running on TV all over the place here. They sell all overseas, all over the world, and make more money. Right. And we don't get none of that. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's crap. Then you got food sales, all that. Where's our share of that money? Because ain't nobody in there making that money. If we ain't fighting, nobody's in there making that money. But we don't get a piece of none of that. But the promoters and everybody else do. And then on top of that, we gotta pay for everything we gotta do to take care of ourselves. We gotta pay. We gotta pay for medicals. We gotta pay for doctor's appointments. All that stuff.
Right.
So everything's on us. Nothing's on them. But they make all the money.
Gotcha. You get more comments in the chat that they're saying, "Is this America's Most Wanted? The mask is giving me Prison Break interview vibes."
See, these people don't have no idea what sports people go through in this game.
Right.
When you were the one who everybody's screaming your name, but somebody else is making all the money. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't be talking if it was their boss doing them the same, which it is. Their boss is making millions of dollars. They ain't making shit. Not like the boss is.
Right.
But they out there working just as hard. But see, when they see us in the ring and they see us doing it, football players or whatever, they crying, they whining all the millions of dollars they make. Millions? These people making billions off me. Busting my chop. You know what I'm saying? But you telling me I'm whining and crying because of that. No, I'm not. You robbing me cold-bloodedly out front in my face. And ain't saying nothing. And then on top of that, you got the people coming out against the players who are busting their behind to make them happy when they come to see sports. We put our life on the line. And we want you to have to come in and say, damn, that was a great fight. That's what we want to do for you. But we want to try to make more money for ourselves. Now we being greedy. When we making chump change and they making billions.
Right.
Nobody looks at that picture.
How about Bob Arum?
Please, let's not go there. I can be all night on that subject.
Well,
I used to fight for Bob Arum.
Yeah, talk about it, because I mean, he comes in the shop maybe once a month.
Yeah, I thought we were doing I was doing real good fighting for him. And next thing you know, he's pulling fast ones on me. Like he came out of nowhere and said, "We want you to fight Roger Mayweather." And I felt Roger was a friend of mine. So I told him, no, I don't want to fight Roger. And he had Ron Katz call me back and say, well, we want you to fight Roger. I said, I told you, I'm not fighting Roger. We're good friends. So if you don't fight Roger, you ain't gonna fight nobody else. Not with us. I said, so you threatening me? Yep. I was okay, I'll fight him. But I tell you what, when I fight him, I'm gonna hit y'all up for a whole lot of money. So I ended up fighting Roger. And I tried to explain to Roger that, after the fight, that I didn't want the fight anyway. I turned it down. You know what I'm saying? They told me if I didn't fight you, they was cutting me loose. So I had to think about my family and take the fight. But Roger made a mistake because he would have beat me. Because I didn't have no ill feelings against Roger. And I felt like we were real good because we've been working together for years. I was his sparring partner for years. And I was like, I can't go in this fight. I don't feel like I want to destroy him or nothing like that. I just felt like, why should I take this fight, man? I don't even want to fight him. So then we got to the press conference and he said, oh, I ain't worried about fighting Freddie because I kick his ass every day in the gym. Excuse me? I was okay. You said that after the fight? You know what I'm saying? I want to hear you come tell me the same shit. Because I'm going to bust your ass tonight. And I went in there and did what I said. You know what I'm saying? Had no angers. After the fight was over, I hugged him. I said, look, I told you I didn't want to take the fight. I told everybody I didn't want to take the fight. They forced me to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I said, bro, we good? He said, yeah.
You didn't talk about Bob Arum too much. Anything
you
else?
know,
You said you can talk all day.
let me. All right, I'll talk some more about Bob. Okay. Arum was one of the best promoters out there, but he was like every other promoter out there. It's all about what he wants, who he wants you to fight, and playing with the money. They're never going to pay you what you're supposed to get. They're always going to lowball you, but he's not the only one. They're all in the same basket. They want to get you in the ring for the least amount of money they can get you in there for. Even when the fight demands tons more money, they ain't gonna give it to you. They tell you no. And when you're a fighter that needs that money to feed your family, you ain't gonna let but so much of that money go away. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna say, well, look, give me this and I'll take the fight. And that's how they get most of the fighters. Nah, we ain't giving you that. You know, like you have a fight, like let's say me and Floyd would have fought. Guarantee they'd offer me $1 million. You know, $1 million. Fuck you talking about? This Floyd Mayweather we talking about? You that's a $20 million fight. You offer me $1 million? Or you go see if someone else gonna give you $1 million. You think I'm gonna turn that fight down? No, I'm gonna get that $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get that money because I ain't gonna make that money nowhere else.
Right.
You already signed with this promoter for so many years. We gonna wait 2-3 more years and say, well, now that I'm out of your contract, I'm gonna go to somebody else and get that $1 million.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Really? No, you're gonna take that money.
Right.
And that's how they get you.
Gotcha.
They know you need, they know how hungry you are, and they play with you. It's the game. They don't have no respect. Nobody has respect for our athletes. You know what I'm saying? They really don't have no respect for us because I can guarantee you almost every sport and every athlete, they're making millions and millions of dollars. The management or the people that set up the game are making boatloads more than they can make. And it's always been that way because nobody's going to stand up. Everybody's going to say, well, I got mine, forget you. So it ain't never going to change.
Did you ever have any dealings with Al Heyman?
No, Al Heyman, from my standpoint, I never really dealt with him. He seemed like a decent person. I've never really, everybody that I've talked to have said he was a decent person. I haven't heard any bad things about him, but you know.
And the last one that's still out there, in your era, Don King?
You should have met him first. He was the worst of the worst. He didn't give a shit about you or nobody else. You took what he gave you or you got the fuck out of his face. Period. This is what I got for you for this fight. I'll give you this much money. You say, nah, that's not enough. It's not enough. So I'll find somebody else to fight. You want the money or not? You know, I ain't gonna be sitting here. Don King didn't play with you. You know what I'm saying? You lay it down. If you didn't have a position to ask for more money, don't even try it. You know what I'm saying? Only time I was able to get what I needed or what I wanted out of Don was when he needed me. If he didn't need me for that fight or to step in or whatever, he wouldn't have gave a damn. He lowballed me on the Felix Trinidad fight. You know what I'm saying? I got 50 grand plus expenses. Give me a break. This Felix Trinidad. But I knew I was going to knock Trinidad out. You know what I'm saying? Then the people in my corner made sure that didn't happen.
Really? You think your corner?
I know they did. Ain't think. I know.
Who was in your corner?
You have to look at it. You have to watch the fight. I'm not going to say.
Why not?
You know these guys. Because these motherfuckers always trying to sue and all that kind of shit. So
okay.
I'm like, look, let me tell you something. Watch who swabs my nose in round 5. I mean, round 4, the end of round 4, I go back to the corner. The joke who put the swab up my nose and wipe up my nose, and I ain't bleeding from nowhere, and tell me he was wiping blood out of my nose. Where the blood was at?
Tito
What
Trinidad.
blood he saw?
Right.
Huh?
Tito Trinidad fight, right?
Yep.
So,
Watch that.
So what do you say? So what do you make of Deontay Wilder's claims?
Deontay Wilder. I don't know if I know about that. What happened?
Oh, about the glove.
Oh, I know you're talking about. Big tall guy.
Yeah, the heavyweight.
Oh, bro, tell me. He's on point. That's what they do to you, bro. If they can't beat you, they're gonna get you. And they're gonna get you using your own people because they're gonna pay them on the side. They getting paid. And everybody looking out for their wallet. So they don't care about you. You bringing in the money, but like, I'm gonna tell you what, the person that drugged me, right, in the Trinidad fight, after the fight, he bought a $350,000 home.
Wow.
How you afford that? How you afford that? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't paying him that kind of money. But he got a $350,000 house.
Right.
You know, and when my book comes out, because I'm writing my book.
Right.
And when my book comes out, it's going to talk a lot about what happened there. So, you know, my book is called I'm Fearless.
DB's here, the host. What's up, DB?
What's up, fellas? How you doing? Fearless Freddie, how you feeling, young sir?
I'm good.
Good, man. Glad to have you in the house tonight. So first things first, man, I want to talk to you about the sparring session with Bernard Hopkins. Can you tell us about it?
Oh, come on now. Why you going to put me on the spot? I'm in Philly now. Nah, that was good, man. I mean, we had a good workout. You know, I beat that ass. So, you know, but you know, he came in there, he was at his best, he was top middleweight, and he jumped in on me and thought he was gonna just smack me around. And I kind of let him know, you in there with the wrong person, but that kind of bullshit. So he didn't understand until I had to show him. And I just dogged him. You know, and then after it was over, he was upset about it. And he had told me, oh, you don't know who you're dealing with and all this. You know how it is, the street thing. So we went back and forth on that. And finally, I said, look, whatever, man. You know, I finished doing my workout and I did. You know, but he was good, but he just wasn't, you know, he wasn't in my class.
Okay. When I first heard about this, when I first heard about it, I was shocked, and I actually didn't believe it myself, but I got an inside source. And my inside source tells me that it's 100% true. So, man.
Yeah, but like I told my man just now, I beat the shit out of Trevor Burbick. Nobody heard that. I did that at Fifth Street Gym. Everybody saw it.
Say it again. I can't hear you.
I went to work with Trevor Burbick in Fifth Street Gym.
Oh, in Miami.
Say it again.
I went to work with Trevor Burbick in Miami, in Fifth Street, and banged him up.
Wait, say it again.
Trevor Burbick.
I know, Fred. I heard him the first time.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess he's shocked because, you know, they're fat heavyweight. You know how it is. I sparred with heavyweights, light heavyweight champions, heavyweight champions, all that. It doesn't make no difference. Anybody step in the ring when I gave them all the work they wanted. They got mad, they got pissed off. I didn't care. I didn't care who I work with. That's why I made my name. I got my name, came up with my name Fearless at a fight where I fought who is that? Sammy Fuentes. Took him out in 15 seconds. And he was supposed to be a bomber, a big time hitter from Puerto Rico. Knocked him out in 15 seconds. I got 5 knockouts in 15 seconds. Less than 15 seconds, I mean. So, you know.
Okay. So we're talking about ranking fighters a little earlier, and I was thinking this, and one of my sisters actually said this. So where do you rank yourself?
I consider myself one of the best, but not pound for pound. I can't go pound for pound because what they did to my record, and a lot of the guys that I beat, they didn't give me the fights and stuff like that. So really, I can't. I would rate myself, in the top 15.
Of all,
I would,
lightweight.
At lightweight, the top 15 fighters in the lightweight division.
Got you.
Lightweight and junior welterweight.
Okay, and go ahead and, if you can, go ahead and give us the top fight lightweights of all time.
Say that again?
No particular order. You don't have to give us an order, but can you give us the top 5 lightweights of all time?
I gotta put lightweight. I don't really know any lightweight. I mean, you got Chavez in there. I will put Chavez in there at 10. Lightweight, if you're talking about Floyd Mayweather would be in about 3 or 4. But I don't really know too many lightweights out there now. Or any too many lightweights I like. I like Alex Logrello be at number 2. Logrello. Damn, I can't remember my man's name. He's an older fighter. I can't remember his name.
You got Pernell Whitaker.
I fought Pernell. That's right. Pernell. He was still. I put Pernell number 5.
Wow.
Number 5.
How about
Pernell was really good.
How about Manos? Hands of Stone.
Oh, I forgot he was a lightweight. I keep remembering him as my thing with him was welterweight with him and Ray Leonard, but I would put him at definitely number 1. No, not number 1, number 2.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Now, what about the young prospects right now? I know you didn't know Deontay Wilder, so I'm a little curious if you know some of the other names, the Ammo Williams and the Big Baby Andersons and guys like that. Do you know any of the younger?
No, I don't really know any younger guys because I haven't been watching the game. I haven't been keeping up with the sport. I've been pretty much running around trying to work with the young kids that I'm working with. And then when the pandemic hit, I came back home and it got worse and worse. So I'm stuck here. I didn't get back to Miami yet. So I'm trying to make it back there. Hope to make it back to Miami by the summer. Because I got a lot of kids back there that I'm gonna be working with. And but I mean, I haven't really seen a lot of the fighters nowadays that are out there. I haven't been keeping up with the game.
Earl Spence?
Spence, I've seen Spence. He showed a lot of promise when he was young. Nowadays, I think he's trying to be a banger, and I think that's a negative. It's good for television, but it's a negative on him because he's getting hit a lot more. He's not thinking about his defensive skills. He's taking more shots, just by trying to stand in there and show out, be that banger that everybody wants to see, that big fight, when everybody pounding on each other. And I think you should fight whatever kept you winning, keep doing it. Don't change because they want you to change. If you change because they want you to change, it's going to get you hurt. You got to change because it's what's right for you.
Yeah.
And you can't let nobody tell you how to fight. He was a great boxer, skilled boxer, and he would beat the crap out of guys and hardly get touched. Now he's going in there, going toe-to-toe with guys. He's been knocked down a few times, and he didn't have the issue early in his career. So, and he's not fighting guys that are all that much better than he was earlier. And he's having a tougher time.
How about Terrence Crawford?
Oh my God. Anyway, see, look, I'm going to tell you about Crawford like this. Crawford is good, but everybody overrates Crawford. Crawford is not as good as everybody try to say he is. But they've been feeding them guys that aren't going to test him at all. And I had a few guys he should have knocked out, gave him a tough fight. So I'm not really impressed with him. He's a good fighter, but I don't see anything impressive about him.
Some guys are out from your area. What about Jerome Boots Ennis and J. Rock Williams?
My area?
Area.
I don't know anybody in my area. Not anymore.
Okay. Not in your area, vicinity, proximity?
Nobody from Philly that I know any of the fighters. I don't know any other fighters from Philly. I've been away from here so long. I've been away from Philadelphia 25 years.
Oh, God. Where you stand at now?
Miami.
Oh, you in Florida? Okay.
Yeah. Been in Florida for a long time. Left here when I was 18.
Okay. There's some twins out of Texas, the Charlo brothers. Are you familiar with them at all?
Yeah, I saw them. They're some tough boys.
Okay. What do you think about their skill and their attitude and whatnot? The character and all that.
They got the attitude, that's for sure. Skill-wise, they're pretty good. They don't back down from anybody. They always say what you want them to say. When you got a fighter, you always want them to say that he's gonna beat you. He ain't worried about nobody. He's gonna win. And they got the confidence, and they put the work in. They look pretty good.
Okay, good. There's a guy fighting out of Mexico. He's an Irish guy, but he fights from out of Mexico. They call him Cinnamon, or they call him Canelo Alvarez. And a lot of people rank this guy as the #1 pound for pound, or somewhere in the top 3 pound for pound boxers in the world. Have you seen this guy fight? What do you think about his style? And do you think he should be considered as one of the top pound for pound guys?
No. He's good. He's a good fighter. A lot of quality. Not even close to being pound for pound. Didn't Floyd just kick his butt a while ago, a few years back? Floyd beat him like a drum. No wonder the fight should never happen because he was still too young. But anyway, he should have been able to get, if you pound for pound anything, you should be able to give a guy like Floyd a good workout. Even though you just getting into the big time, you should be able to give a guy like Floyd a good fight. And Floyd played with him. Like he wasn't no competition for Floyd.
He
did. How you gonna call him pound for pound the best middleweight? Floyd spanked him around like he wasn't even there.
Yeah, he did.
How about Sean Porter?
Sean Porter, I like him. He's a good, tough fighter. Belongs in the top 10. You know, I mean, every fight I see him in, he give you everything he got. So I appreciate that, brother. I like him.
Yes.
No,
so
I got.
No, because that's what I was going to ask you. Who would win, Crawford out of Crawford and Porter? Because that's the conversation now.
Crawford and Porter. I don't know. I mean, I think that. Yeah, that's a tough one for me. I'll give a slight edge to Porter.
Okay.
Crawford is just the size is the only thing that makes me think about that. I'll give a slight edge because of the size.
And Crawford has the reach in that fight, I believe, as well.
Maybe. Crawford's a good fighter. I just don't see him, where people saying about him, saying he's here, he's there. I don't see that. I see him as being a good fighter. He still hasn't shown me anything yet. So I'm still waiting. I can't put him down. I can't say he won't get there. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has the opportunity to improve with every fight. And some fights bring more out of you than others.
Right.
So I'm still watching him.
Okay.
But when they compare him to me, not even close. I would have murdered him. He wouldn't have gotten there with me. I'd have murdered him. Somebody had the nerve to go on Facebook and say he would have picked him by decision over me. It wouldn't have been no decision. I would have stopped him.
You talking about Porter or Crawford?
Crawford.
Mm.
He wouldn't win no distance with me.
Yeah, they said
I don't
that
think Porter would either.
They said, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, they said you wasn't even calling him Bud. They said you was calling him CBD. That was crazy, man. But listen, I have a question. We were talking about some of the sanctioning bodies a few weeks ago, and I know you were representing the IBF. So was I don't know if it was Mariam Muhammad at the time or if it was Hiawatha Knight. But after retiring from the sport, have you been still in contact with the IBF, and what are they doing for you post boxing career?
Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing at all. They don't keep in contact. Nothing at all. Don't hear from them. Nothing.
So, do you think that boxing could exist without these sanctioning bodies? And if so, how would you have that structured?
I mean, I don't know if they could exist without them. But I'm saying something should be done as far as the fact that they should have more to do with fighters and the injuries that we end up having and the things we have to deal with post boxing than they do now. Now, what happens now is you're supposed to have some kind of pension or whatever. Some of them do it, and other than that, you're on your own. That's it. And after you went out all your life working and building and making them tons of money, they just wash their hands of you.
So earlier you were talking about legacy. So with that being said, with you working all your life to get to this title, winning a title and representing the IBF, and then them not doing shit for you for the rest of your life, should these fighters now be chasing money or chasing legacy to prove that they're the baddest?
That's a hard question. See, I'm like this. For me, it wasn't really. I loved the money, and the money was a great thing, but I wanted to be the best, and I wanted to show everybody, go down in history as one of the best fighters in the lightweight division. And you give up a lot trying to get there, and somebody see me. I had to go through disrespectful people, announcers, commentators, saying I was nothing and no, he's not going nowhere. Look at his record and stuff like that. Most people don't have to go through what I've been through to go in it. So, but it's like in the same sense that it's definitely about the money. You need the money, to get ahead. You need the money to work, and a lot of things that go on in boxing is not about you. It's about everybody else. The fighter is just a tool they use to make their money, and nobody gives a crap about us when it's over. And it should be pension funds all over the place for us to make sure that we're okay when we get out of this game. But there's not. They got one in California, you know what I'm saying? So they're trying to start up others from what I've been hearing. But basically, other than that, there's no outreach to find out how you're doing. A lot of top fighters, the great fighters, if they don't have anything put away, they're out of gas. And nobody's reaching out to make sure you're okay. Make sure you're not having any issues with your brain, your hands, or whatever. It's like they wipe their hands of you. Have a nice time.
Wow. Yeah, we got to find a way to fix that in boxing. So let me ask you this question here. So outside of the ring, what do these fighters need to do? Because listen, you've been a champion, and regardless of people clowning your record or not, whether you have, several losses on your record, it kind of proves that you were willing to get in the ring with anybody. So I like that about you, and I always have. But what do you think these fighters need to do outside of the ring to increase their brand and their marketability?
Well, the one thing fighters have to do is, once you have to know, where you're at, what position you're in when you're working your way up. Keep track of everything, where you're going, where you want to get to. Keep track of how much money you're making, and know what you're worth. Number one, because they're gonna throw all kind of prices at you. Most of them lowball. You gotta know what you're worth if you're gonna make any money in this game. You gotta realize this is what I'm worth, and this is what I want. And if they don't give it to you, screw them. You can't keep taking what they offer you because they're gonna keep offering you. They're gonna keep lowballing. So you gotta say, look, this is what I'm worth, and this is what I want. You know what I'm saying? And make sure it's in the contract. That's the first thing. It's hard to find somebody to trust that's going to look out for you and make sure you get what you deserve to get in your contract. So you have to know yourself what you're worth, what you want them to give you, and the direction that you're headed and how to get there. There's a lot of stuff to know, and you got to learn it. Because if you don't, you ain't going to make it.
Right.
Yeah, Drew. Yeah, he spoke about that earlier, about 20 minutes ago, about the Bernard Hopkins sparring.
Yeah. So we've been having these conversations, and for me, I think a fighter should be in the ring 4 to 5 times a year. A lot of the guys in the shop gave me some flack about it. They say this is a different time. But what do you consider
a different time? What's different about it? That's what I want to know. What's different about it? Somebody enlighten me. You know, boxing hasn't changed to what is the thing I'm saying is boxing is boxing. You know what I'm saying? The only difference is you can make a lot more money now than you could when I was in it. So all this other stuff they talking about is irrelevant. You know, if you know the game, you know how much money you're supposed to get paid, you know what you're worth, you can ask for what you're worth. If you don't know, they're going to give you what they want to give you. And it's hard to find somebody in this game that you can trust, because when you trust your manager or you trust your trainer, they throw money their way. Do you know they're not going to turn you in? Do you know they're not going to, pull a fast one and convince you to take something you shouldn't take? You don't know that. I had it happen to me. I had it happen to a lot of other fighters I know. You know what I'm saying? Their managers taking hits from the promoter to convince you to take a fight that you shouldn't take. You know, stuff like that goes on all the time. Everybody's in the know except for the fighter.
Why y'all just don't beat them up? Y'all the baddest men in the world. I don't understand.
I almost tried to solve one of my issues that way, and believe me, you don't want to do that, because the first thing that happens is the cops fall down on your head. I don't care what they did. You go to jail. You sit in jail for a while. It's not worth it.
Okay.
That's why the best way to get that is knowing how much you need to ask for when you go for a check. This is what I want. Promoters would get pissed off with me because I tell them, look, they want to send me to London to fight for $75,000 against a guy that was rated number 5, and I'm rated number 2. And they wanted me to take this as the fight before I fight for. I'm mandatory for the championship, but they wanted me to take that fight, and they offered me I think it was 25,000, 30,000, something like that. I don't remember, but they offered me it wasn't enough to take the fight, because number one, I'm risking my title shot. What do I have to do? Why am I risking my title shot to fight a top fighter from England? For what? Then I gotta fly over there and try to win? No. No way in the world. But you don't know, young fighters, a lot of young fighters would have took that fight. You know, you can get 50, 56, 25, $50,000 for that fight. Give me that money, and they go over there, get ripped off. Next thing you know, the guy from London is fighting for the world title.
Right.
Just took your position.
Do you think there should be a schedule in boxing?
Schedule?
Yeah.
I don't really. I mean, not really. No.
Like 3 months in advance.
No, that's too long.
That's too long, you think?
It's too long. You like 3 months in advance. would be like it takes you about a month to get ready for a fight. Now 2 months, I agree with that. That'd be good. 2 months ahead of time, because you get to sit back and get to work your way into shape. But 3 months I think is a little long.
So your camps were typically 8 weeks. So fighters don't. So how do you if boxing doesn't need a schedule, how do you keep the fans engaged?
Me, what I did with fans always contact me through Facebook,
No,
Instagram.
Sport. No, the sport of boxing. If there's no schedule, so for example, what I mean by that is, if they know like certain fighters are fighting on certain dates, how do you nourish the fans if there's no schedule? Like, so let's go from your perspective. We did
was when we got a date to fight, we go on TV, we get interviewed about it, and we talk to the papers about it, and that's how we got the word out that when we were fighting and at what time and place we were going to fight. It was out of town. You talk about it, and they would film you in sparring sessions and stuff like that. That's how we did it.
Okay. So since you don't believe in schedules, how does the fans stay? How do the fans know what's coming next?
Steve, when I'm finished, I'm finished. It's not going to happen all the time. Give me a second. All right?
I got to get up. I don't know about you, but I got to get up.
I'll be, it ain't going to be too much longer, Steve. Chill, please.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. How do you keep the fans engaged?
Like I said, I stay in the papers. I would go to schools. I would talk to kids. I would, talk to people, and pretty much put yourself out there. You have to do a lot of stuff on your own, and sometimes like they come and interview you. They'll send a team over to interview at the gym, all that kind of stuff to kind of publicize the fight.
Got it. All right, DB, we're gonna wrap this up. Last question, DB. You got anything?
Yeah, my last question is, who has the biggest influence on a fight being negotiated and made? The manager, the promoter, or the fighter, or are they all equal? Is it up to the fighter to say, listen, I want to fight this guy and I'm going to fight this guy. You're my manager, you're my promoter, make it happen. Or is it up to the manager to negotiate it and to tell the fighter this is who he's going to fight, or the promoter? Can you tell us that?
It's the fighter. I mean, the promoter comes to you and offers you a fight, and the fighter can say yes or no. The manager, only way a manager can do that is if he has power of attorney. If a manager has power of attorney over the fighter, he picks and chooses whoever the fighter fights. Other than that, it's up to the fighter. Me, myself, I call all the shots. Who I wanted to fight, if I wanted to fight you, if I didn't want to fight you, I would say no. If I wanted to fight, I fight. Yeah, and my manager came to me with fighters and told me, I want you to fight this guy. No, I don't want to fight him. And what do you want to fight? Because I said, I don't want to fight him. I want to fight this guy. And he had to go get that guy and let me fight. And if he could make the match, but I always asked for whoever I wanted. And most of the time, I always wanted the top and the best guys out there.
Gotcha. Man, well, we thank you for coming through, man. Shout out to Trick Noti, and thanks to Big Drew for bringing you back to the community. Thank you, man. And good luck to you in your future and your future endeavors. And, we look forward to talking to you and seeing you in the shop again.
Cool. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, too.
Appreciate you, champ.
No problem.
All the time.
All right.
All right, peace.
Peace.
DB?
Bam, there you go. I'm make sure y'all know I'm in South Central, man. So helicopters and sirens and shit over here behind me. So I had to keep muting and unmuting. But yeah, shout out to Freddie, man. Listen, he gave us the time, and a lot of people didn't agree with what he said. And I knew as soon as he made a criticism about Floyd Mayweather, that was gonna set everything off. Half the people in the chat probably left after that. We don't all have to share the same opinions. You know, we figured that out last night, right? I mean,
Right.
some people are Muslim, some are Christian, and some people are calendarists. You know, they have to have a calendar in their life. So, but yeah, we don't all have to share the same opinion. You know, it was his opinion. And listen, as a combat athlete, I would expect for a guy to say, "I'll fuck this dude up," right? I mean, what else is he supposed to say? From the time he's 3 years old and put on a pair of boxing gloves or go into a gym or into the ring, that's what you taught. You taught that you could beat up anybody, you know, and shit on your bad days. Yeah, you go in there and you take a loss. You know what I'm saying? He got in there and dude got about 100 fights. Yeah, he got about, 26, 27 losses on his record. But you know what? That means he was getting in there and getting beat and still going back in there again to fight again. Say it again.
Nothing. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was listening.
Go ahead.
No, I was listening to Drake. Go ahead.
This fucking guy. You said Drake?
Yeah.
Not Dre.
Drake.
Okay. Okay. I thought Dre walked in and said something to you. Okay. Oh yeah, he's a funny guy. But like I said, he got in there and he took a loss, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a dozen, and still kept getting back in there. And for me, that should mean something. You know, that shows that he got heart and he's willing to get back in there. And guess what? L don't fucking mean nothing. And even though, you know, he got a ton of them on his record, but we keep crying right now about these dudes wanting to protect and not getting in there with nobody. Shit, he sounded like he was ready to get in there with anybody. You know what I'm saying? So in some ways we are hypocritical with the things that we say. You know, we want Tiafimo to get in there with Dev. We want Dev to get in there with Tank. We want Tank to get in there with Shakur. We want Shakur to get in there with Oscar Valdez. But these dudes all got O's and don't want to let their O go. And we had somebody who was willing to do that, and we laugh at him because, you know, he the way he expressed himself, or he didn't agree with what the popular opinion was. But shout out to Freddie, man, and I appreciate him. And thanks to Trick Nolte, you know what I'm saying, for and also Big Drew for bringing them back. Because sometimes these boxers, man, like he said, they get older, they retire, and these fucked up sanctioning bodies, the IBF, the WBA, the WBO, and, you know, I got to give Reggie's OG homie, Mauricio Suleiman, some credit, because we had 3 or 4 fighters that had represented the WBC, and they all actually had something good to say either about Mauricio or Jose Suleiman. So, you know, I'm going to give credit where it's due. Mauricio was a man of his word when he said that, even though he's bigoted and he's a fuckface, but at least he's protecting his or looking out for some of the OGs in the past that needed some financial support, medical help, or whatnot. But for the rest of these sanctioning bodies, man, you know, these belts don't mean shit. And this is why it's important for us to continue to drop a cup of coffee in there when Tank, Patty Dean, Fred, somebody dropped the link, to put that in the GoFundMe, because this ain't just for the barbershop. This is so that these dudes have something, and and at some point they'll realize that fighting for the WBC, the WBA, the IBO, the IBF, like all of these different sanctioning bodies, don't give 2 shits or 1 fuck about them. So it's about these dudes, like, and I hate to talk about their fight purses, but they have to in some way secure a financial legacy for, you know, shit. I mean, we see, man, you know, these dudes get in there and end up having a fucking roommate yelling at them to get off the damn phone. Like, this shit fucked up, you know? So hopefully these dudes will get in the ring, fight each other, you know, take a L or not, bounce back, get right back in there and do it again. And also, so I don't mean to, you know, soapbox this shit, but, you know, Sean Porter is also proof of that. Sean Porter went in there and he fought tough fights. He fought against champions, former champions. And what Sean Porter got? 5 losses? 5 or 6 losses?
I don't know, somewhere in there. I mean,
but he's
Sean Porter.
But we were having a conversation about Sean Porter being a Hall of Famer. Remember this conversation maybe a couple months ago? And the majority of people said, yes, he's a Hall of Famer, even with all those L's on his record. Sean Porter is still in position. He's a mandatory for, I think 2 different titles, and he's ranked in the top 10 in the other one. So Sean Porter is in a great position by, you know, with having these L's on his record. So anyway, go ahead, Brody. How you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling good. It's a good day.
Good.
He got 3 losses. 3.
3, okay. Damn, does he have a draw? Let me see. He lost to let me see. He beat I'm tripping. He beat AB. He lost to EJ. He lost to Keith. Oh, he beat Danny, right? Yeah, he beat Danny. And he lost to Kale. Okay, that's right. 3 losses. Same difference though. My point is he didn't go in there and just get 1 loss on his record and avenge that loss. He got losses that he hasn't avenged. He got in there and got beat and didn't get a chance to go back and rectify those, but he's still in a good position. So, that's the message to the young fighters. That's a message to Devin. That's a message to Shakur. Go in there and take your fucking lumps. If you lose, so what? That shit don't mean nothing. Chasing 52-0, man. Listen, everybody want to be 52 or 53 or 51-0, whatever it is, and make $1 billion or 800 million, whatever it is. Man, that's a stretch. That's a reach. So go in there and just get your fights on, man. And the more you fight, the more times you're gonna get paid. As we talked about last night. So anyhow, yeah, you had a good day, bro?
Yeah, a really good day. Really
good.
Really good day. And yourself?
Did you smile? Yeah, I had a cool day, man. Yeah, that's crazy. These fucking migraines. I don't know if you know how this shit works. So if you have a migraine, let's say on Thursday, this shit will still linger Friday, linger a little bit on Saturday. By Sunday, it's almost gone, and like by Monday, it's gone. So my headache is still maybe about 3 or 4% there, just kind of like in the back of my head, kind of beating like a drum a little bit. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, I feel good. Truth, Cuzzo, Eric R. said Porter lost to champions only. Fact.
I don't think he's a Hall of Famer, though. He's definitely not a Hall of Famer.
No, but my point is, it was a conversation. Whether we agree or not, it was a conversation. So that means that a lot of people actually think, and we saw it in the chat. A lot of people was like, yes. I think, as a matter of fact, somebody else, who was it, Freds or either Freds or Chris Bird, one of them said yes, So, hey, who am I?
Oh man. Hey, that tiger was funny as hell, dog. That tiger. Oh, that tiger, man. That tiger had me.
I was gonna ask him about the tiger, man, but
I was gonna ask him, was that Mike Tyson's tiger?
Man, I was getting ready to. Yeah, there you go, Tank. That's an anomaly. Being 52-0 and 51-0 and matching $1 billion. Yeah, that's an anomaly. That's good. Thank you for that. And I love. Did you see Tank's post earlier today?
No. What you say?
Look, yeah, y'all go to the Sweet Science Examiner, man. Go to just check that out. He posted it was and I didn't know who it was. I had to ask somebody, but it was how the Israelites celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Oh,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, gotta check that out. Let's see. Yes, I have. Love is the word, and I got some stuff for it. They gave me some pills, and it's probably about maybe about 12 in the thing, and you're supposed to take them when they're really excruciating, but I think I still got all 12 in there. I don't think I've ever taken one of them before. So,
hey, what's up, Kyle?
Big Fred, what's going on? DB, man, what's going on, big dog?
Yeah, what up, Richard Cal? What up? California, you in the building.
What's going on, man? Hey, Thursday, man, we talking MMA, DB, so I need you to come through.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I got a few of the homies coming. I got a few of the homies that love MMA, so I'm gonna give y'all niggas Thursday.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. What's going on, Big Fred, man? Did you stop by there?
Yep, it's not there. Hey, did you send me the tracking number?
I never got it because I gave them I just gave them the address to send it. So I'm gonna holler at them and see what the situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went by today. Yeah, for sure. What's up?
Yeah, man. Shit, chilling, man. What's going down, man?
Everything.
So Charlo came out and
yeah, Charlo's fighting that Latino kid, the Mexican kid. He's fighting him in May or June. That's who he's fighting next.
So he said I heard David Benavidez was next. That was all
He's
cap.
not. No, he's not fighting David Benavidez next. He's fighting that Montreal kid. I spoke to PBC today, and that's what they said. They said that he's fighting what's the guy's name? I don't know his name. I forgot. It was earlier. Excuse me. It was early in the afternoon.
So he's all cap.
I mean, maybe it's after that fight, but he's fighting Montreal. I forget the guy's name. Whatever his name is, Montego Bay. I don't know.
But whatever it is, we ain't trying to pay.
If it's pay-per-view, we're definitely not paying for it.
Hey, I'm fresh out of pay-per-views, bro.
Yeah. Me too, man. I'm fresh out of pay-per-views, dog.
Man. Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do with that Andy Ruiz one. Shucks.
Hey,
that. Montiel, Montiel. Thank you. He's fighting him next.
Hey, great. Yeah, I mean,
right.
Yeah, facts. So that's who he's fighting next at 160.
You know, hey, they really pissing on our face and calling it rain, man.
Yeah, what's up, Taiwan Berryhill? Yeah, man. He already fought him. He done fought him about 5 times already. The other LA kid, what's his name? He knocked him out the Barclay. Highland. The list goes on and on. He already fought Montiel already. So anyways.
The only pay-per-view that was worth something this year was Clarissa Shields. I was the only.
Was it?
Huh?
Was it?
Oh shit! That $29? That $29 stretched. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Really?
Man, did you watch? You didn't watch it?
No, I didn't pay for it.
Did you watch it though?
Kinda. Well, you want me to lie? I mean, I wasn't really interested. I had it on my computer. I had it on my computer, and it was Friday, so they, ESPN NBA that was on.
Hey, DB.
I knew it wasn't gonna be a knockout, so you know what I mean. It's like I know she's gonna win 10 rounds to nothing, and I wasn't excited about it. I respect what she's doing, though. I respect her business. I respect that she's making her own lane. I'm just saying I didn't pay for it. No, I told you I'm not supporting people that don't come in the shop, man. I'm not.
Yeah, I hear
I'm not doing it.
I feel you. Hey, man, I feel you. I got a great chance to get on the show, so you're gonna have to pull up. You're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to hijack the panel real fast.
No, I'm not gonna hijack. I wish her well. I think she's doing a real good job in terms of business. I think she needs some PR training because her job is not to create. Her job is to create consumers. And the biggest consumer in sports are males, 18 to 35, maybe. I don't know what the number is, 25 to 42. I don't know what it is, but she can't separate herself from males. And she's doing a great job at separating herself from males. So I'm rooting for her though. I'm rooting for her financial success. I'm rooting for her, but I stand by. I stand by. If you don't come to the shop, I'm not supporting you. That's simple. It's really simple, man. Why would you support people that don't support you? It's 1 + 1. It's rudimentary. Y'all say it on Instagram all the time. You know what I mean? Support your friends. Free to support your friend's business, right? How much are Jordans, right? $300. How much to repost? $0. So and that's just the reality of it. Yeah. I am rooting for her though, like genuinely rooting for her, because I think that what she's attempting to do, maybe she passed that business plan on to the next person, or maybe Earl Spence picks up the game plan, or Deontay Wilder, and it encourages them just to bust it wide open. You know what I mean? And that's independent. So, but she's gonna have a hard time, because she's going up against monsters, the NBA. Like I watched the NBA instead, So she's going up against some monsters. So she has to make herself relevant.
Hey,
she has.
I'm not Fred. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I talked to my homegirl for about an hour. You know what I'm saying? About you in the interview, whatever. But damn that. I mean, they need to hire you, you know what I'm saying, as in management. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I think, no, I'm not bullshitting you, man. I think most of the shit that we talk about here could help a lot of fighters. That's why a lot of the fighters that I talk to, that I interview, I always tell them, my platform is cool, but if you can get to the barbershop,
that's love.
I'm just keeping it real. If you can get to the barbershop, then your profile is gonna grow. Because the thing about this place, man, is we are great at supporting each other, man. You know what I'm saying? We really good at that. No lie, man. Because when we got 23 people to 30 to 35 people, you know, up at all type of hours of the night. You know what I'm saying? Just off the strength of you. You know what I'm saying? So most of the people that come to my channel, you know what I'm saying, they come from here. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a direct reflection of the power that you possess. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And the power that we possess. You know what I'm saying? As far as giving each other.
Yeah, we greater word.
Yeah.
I like we.
Yeah. I mean, we is good. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate your knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I wish that more fighters would just take heed. You know what I'm saying? Because the players been set. You know what I'm saying? The Ali Act is in. I don't understand what the deal is, man. Once you get to a certain level, the Ali Act is in. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
But I'm hoping her pay-per-view did good though, man. I really want.
I do. I'm not rooting against her. Shit. What that's a man rooting against a woman? That's corny as hell. And just to root against anybody, just don't support it. You know, if you're not gonna support it, though. I didn't tell y'all I wasn't gonna buy it because I didn't want to encourage no one not to buy it. So I kept it to myself. Dana Jones says I ain't paid for pay-per-view since Pac and May. I got a site to watch all of them fights free. Oh well, but you have to understand Spanish or some cards. Yeah, I do the same thing. I would love to see Fred and Joe Rogan. Oh, that would be a riot. Oh man, that would be a riot. That would be a riot. I ain't gonna even lie to you niggas. That would be a riot. I don't know him too well. I don't watch his thing, but I would do my research on him. You know what I mean? I would find a wedge between he and I, just for argument's sakes, you know.
So the way Joe Rogan works is he'll Fred Hawthorne you. He'll find a way of bringing people's emotions out of them. Or if you a weed head, he'd just sit there and just, smoke weed before the show, get high as a motherfucker, and just be in there laughing, having a good time.
Oh, okay.
So if you find somewhere to get in the middle, that'll make it interesting.
Yeah, maybe he'll come on here. Maybe I'll reach out to him. Maybe he'll come on here.
Hey, how do you feel about him, DB?
I really, really like listening to Joe Rogan sometimes because he's an experienced guy. He's a karate guy. He's a taekwondo guy. He's a jiu-jitsu black belt. He's got black belt in 3 different martial arts. So he really trains. He's really in the gym all of the time. He's got relationships with guys. He's been to their gym, so he knows about them. So when he's commentating, he's coming from a real place. It's not like a guy who did a couple of amateur fights or anything like that. So he knows what he's talking about, but sometimes he just goes over the fucking top. Like when Ronda Rousey was on, agreeing that she would beat Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? Like just like crazy shit like that. Saying Stipe Miocic, by having 2 title defenses, he's got more title defenses than anybody. He's the greatest heavyweight of all time. Like it's, in the Islam Makhachev fight against Drew Dober a few days ago, he said that Drew Dober was the best striker in the sport. He was like, well, arguably Israel Adesanya, but he was like, outside of Izzy, like this guy is the most technical and the most dynamic striker in the UFC. And I'm like, Joe, stop it with the extras. But he doesn't say any. I haven't caught him at least commentating saying any bigoted, racially motivated type of nonsense. I haven't heard nothing like that. So, yeah.
I have no idea who that was, DB.
He commentates the fights?
Only the big fights.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, before he blew up, he was doing all of them. And then they ended up bringing some more people in, John Anik, and having some fighters, Dan Hardy, Daniel Cormier, and a bunch of other fighters, actually, Dominic Cruz and a couple other guys. But for a while, it was just him and damn, I can't remember. DJ, what's his name that went over to Bellator? I can't remember his name. Goldberg. Damn, no, what's Mike's last name? Mike Goldberg, yeah. But after they got a couple of more people and they were bought out by WMING, he said, shit, fuck that. I'm not doing all of these. He was like, I'm just doing like 13 or 14 shows a year. So he's making good money, shit, The guy's worth, I don't know, he's worth something big, some big millions. So
he is?
Yeah.
He's worth billions?
No, some billions.
Oh, millions. Is he? I'm glad, because I saw him at Stand Up Live at the Comedy Store years and years ago. So yeah, DJ, just DM him or put him in the chat. Tell him I need to come on the show. You know what I mean? I don't need to, but I've only watched him when a fighter was on it. I've never watched him. You know how you just support people? I've never just clicked on him just to. But I do follow him, I think, on YouTube.
Who is somebody?
105 million. He's worth 105 million.
Oh, he deserves it.
Commentating. Yeah,
because he was a comedian, so he built it. He deserved it. Shit.
Hey, Fred.
Remember when he was hosting Fear Factor?
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah,
that's where he got famous.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, who is somebody you really want that you haven't had on the shop yet that you genuinely want, like you really want them on the show?
Good question. Can I ask you by the end of the show?
I mean, that's a good question.
Yeah, because I don't want to say an emotional answer, and I'll be like, I really don't. I want to tell you the truth.
Sam, what's
three people, Fred? Three, because one's too tough to narrow it down.
Okay. Three.
Yeah,
okay, I'll come back to it though. I'll come back to it.
Sam Watson ain't been on, right?
Nah.
What you waiting on, Fred?
I'm waiting on to read the super chat. He admitted he overhyped Ronda and he calls fights like a fan and has no bias, but he does overhype fight sometimes. I don't know. I just ain't really wanted him on the show,
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Kenlon Jones said he's got the #1 podcast in the world.
He deserve it. He deserve it. Shit, he deserve it. If he built it, he deserve it. You know what I mean? Shit, he deserve it.
Yeah, Spotify gave him that big contract. Oh yeah, Reggie just said that. What up, Nate Johnson?
That's dope. I'm happy for him.
So how excited are y'all if this Benavidez Charlo fight happens?
Oh man, I think I might go.
Yeah,
that's how excited I am. It costs money to go, right?
Well, I'm right there with next to Fred. Shit. Yeah. I want to get that motherfucker right there.
Yeah.
I want to run up on a few fighters and ask them, 3 or 4 questions face to face.
Yeah. We'll be there.
Yeah.
You should come too.
Are you going with the you going with the client, or are you going with Charlo?
You should in terms of wanting to win or who I think will win. Those are always two separate questions.
Wanting to win.
Want to win.
Hey, what up?
Or Charlo.
Fight night. I believe I'll root for Charlo. But build up to the fight, I think it'll be 50-50 for me. Like I mean, maybe one show I'll be pro Benavidez. The next fight I'll be pro Jermall. Like it'll be a daily thing with me. But when the fight comes, I'll be rooting. Charlo is hard to root for, man. You know, after those comments, you know, because you know, like it has nothing to do with but those comments he said. You got to pass a COVID test. You got to, and then he said you got to be 25, and then he said some other. So it's kind of.
And the Deontay Wilder slander.
Yeah, Deontay Wilder. Yeah, I forgot about that. Mm-hmm. So you know, it's kind of, you know. So I don't think fighters should talk like that. You know, I don't think fighters should have. So, and I like the way David Benavidez sounds. You know, maybe he's my Fernando Vargas. I don't know. You know,
I like how Benavidez carries himself, bro.
I do too. I like how he carries himself. I really, really do. I mean, I agree with you. I should have said that.
But yeah, man. I only got one though. Fred, I only had one in me.
What's that?
Root against the black guy no more, man. And you know, I rooted against Ronald Ellis because you know what I'm saying, David Benavidez came on the show.
Yeah. Ronald Ellis didn't get back to us, man. I've reached out to him.
Yeah, he didn't get back to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, David Benavidez taxed him.
Uh-huh. So I have one that I want to interview, and I'm spending money trying to get him now. So Thomas Hare.
Drum roll.
Thomas Hare. He was the guy that had the 45 caliber that shot and killed Malcolm X. I would like to interview him. So I have a private investigator trying to find him now. So I'm doing that now as we speak. So I'm trying to find my way. I'm trying to get him. That will be one. And then I'll come back with the other two. So fingers crossed, man. I paid the private investigator to try and find him. So yeah, we'll see.
Shit.
So I'm trying to do that now. Yeah.
That's a great investment.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah, off the top, I'd say Dr. Umar Johnson. That's what I want to get in here.
Really?
Yeah.
He knows who we are.
Yeah.
PPD reached out to him. He didn't respond. I put in this comment section. He didn't respond. You know.
Mm. Yeah. And
you follow him?
That makes it easy.
Do you follow him? Like in terms of
his YouTube channel, not on social media. I hate following a bunch of people on social media because it takes too long to scroll through the fucking stories or whatever that shit is called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Donald Trump would be a good interview. I would want to interview. Excuse me. I'm sorry, DB. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm responding to the chat.
No, I was finishing. Thank you.
Shit. I mean, it's not gonna happen, but I would want to interview Donald Trump for sure. He's not my top 3 though.
Hey, Fred, Year's resolution not to cut this man off, man. Wasn't that your New Year's resolution not to cut DB off?
New Year's? It's probably before that. I don't know, but I'm doing better though because
way better. He almost never do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even though he told everybody don't agree with anything I say yesterday, he cold, man.
I told people don't agree with them. No, I want them to agree with you because I'm gonna be right. Because at the end of this year, Spencer's gonna fight once, the Charlo's gonna fight once, Wilder's gonna fight once, Tank's gonna fight once. Y'all gonna be like, oh, it's okay. It's the Al Heyman plan. It's working. And they all gonna be on pay-per-view. Y'all gonna be like, yeah, it's working. It's working. I paid for 5 pay-per-views and anyways, we'll just wait. So
what's
Brandon Allen's got a new radio show now. What's up?
What's the only pay-per-view y'all would buy? Mine is Errol Spence and Deontay Wilder. I'm not really doing nothing else.
I'm not. Well, I mean, I already know. They're too expensive, man. I'm being honest. $80 is too expensive, man. Woo, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to watch a fight that you know is basically should be free. It's like you're being pimped. I reached out to Bobby Seale. I don't know who's I don't know who's I emailed him, so I'm trying to get him. But he's not my top 3 though. But he would be an interesting interview though. Very much interesting.
Yeah, no. See how people responding to Umar? They're saying he contradicts himself. It'll be an interesting interview, but that's why it will be interesting. It's not whether we like a person or not. Shit, we got Mauricio Suleiman in here, and everybody went up at it caused some waves. Get Sugar Hill in here. This should cause waves.
Yeah, it does.
Shit, don't like those people. You know what I mean? We had what's the guy name? Clayton Bixby was in here, a week ago. Like we're gonna like the people, but shit, we are gonna ask questions that nobody else is gonna ask anywhere else. You guys are gonna beam in or super chat questions that nobody else can, no other interview that they'll ever have in their life are gonna ask. So that's what we want to get those people on. Shop talk, baby.
Yeah, Will Smith. Yeah, we got to hashtag that. Will Smith. I don't think he's interesting in terms of. I think he's more interesting just him by himself.
Denzel.
You know what? I can get Denzel. It'll take some work. I mean, I can get a chance to talk to him and shoot my shit to convince him because I know his daily habits. I see him all the time. I see him I not all the time. Once a month, I see him. So. I know where he trains at in the morning and shit like that, and where he gets his coffee and shit. Just because, just got mutual friends and shit, so I can bump into him and try. He's not my top 3, but I mean, I would.
Yeah, my top 3. God damn it,
he would. Yeah, Stevie Wonder. I see Stevie so much, man. It's. Next time I see him, I'm gonna ask him. I see Stevie like at least 10 times a year. Because he hangs out in my neighborhood all the time.
That'd be a dope one, man. Get this.
Yeah. Obama definitely. Obama. I would want to interview him because no one's ever interviewed him like how I would. Yeah. So
as long as I can beam in, I'll be happy. Because
Louis Farrakhan would be in my top 3 right now because where my mindset is. Yeah.
How hard would that one be to get?
Super hard, but given my stance, damn near impossible.
It'll probably be easier to get a face-to-face than over the phone.
Yeah, man, it's damn near impossible. You see that photo behind me, or that not photo, but yeah, man. So, painting. Thank you. So we
prize fight to Eddie Hearn. But Fred interviewed Eddie Hearn before, and also Eddie Hearn would just be like he's just like Dana White. Yeah. He's just arrogant as fuck. He's gonna, he'll talk down at people, and he'll try to be snappy. And but I would love to. I want to get some of these people face to face. I can't wait till this shit is over and we can actually talk to some people face to face.
Yeah.
And I would love to be on the side and pretend like shit. The majority of these people don't know what I look like, so I'm gonna pretend like I'm not with Fred. I'm just there spectating, and then I'm gonna ask a random ass question, and I might fire on somebody and run away. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just for saying something crazy.
Yeah.
To the mid-city midget.
Hey, DB, the one thing about Fred, he gonna ask some hard questions in your face because he let Eddie Hearn have it, boy.
TJ.
Yeah, man, I don't know where the fearlessness comes from, but I've never put another man before God. You understand? Like I've always we all bleed, we all got flaws, we all been through some shit, and so I've never seen a person be like, man, I can't ask him that. I respect men. And I think it's just important that we, especially at my older age, you live in truth. It takes time to get to the space that I'm in now. When you're 20, 30, you lie a little bit. You got to lie to get some pussy. You got to lie to get a check. You got to lie a little bit. The lies get less. Well, it depends on the type of person you are. You live and you learn. It depends on whether you're going to put it to practice. So in the space I'm in now, I was like, shit, I'm free. I'm free. I feel free. I reached out to Mark Furman. And no, I didn't reach out to Mark Furman. I reached out to the guy that wrote the book on Mark Furman. I'm sorry. I didn't. But yeah, Jay-Z would be interesting. Jay-Z, I would love to interview Jay-Z. I see.
He wouldn't come here.
Yeah.
Dame Dash is who we need, though.
Dame, you know what? I was supposed to get Dame about 4 months ago. I don't know what happened 3 months ago. Janae Aiko, you guys know I did a remodel on her street, on her mother's street. So I didn't see her, or else I would have stopped her. But Fernando is cool. Oh, I got something cool with Fernando coming. Oh yeah, and you're right, Jarvis. Simply Wholesome. Between Simply Wholesome and Mike's Deli, I see Stevie Wonder all the time. You know what I mean? You're always gonna see him at Mike's Deli or Simply Wholesome. So that's why I see him. Y'all want Freeway Rick Ross? Okay, I can get Freeway. Definitely can get him. Oh man, you like Janae Aiko? I don't know her personally. I've hung out with her once at a Grammy party, and we remember each other from Simply Wholesome because she goes there, and she and I sparked the conversation. That's about it.
What kind of place is that, Fred?
Simply Wholesome. It's like you're the spot that everybody goes to. It's like simply its name, like wholesome, like it's supposed to be like healthy food in the neighborhood, and they sell like African spiritual cleansing aid stuff to help you and stuff like that. Naturopathic healing agents,
Okay.
So yeah.
Live music sometimes.
Yeah, live music on Saturday, Jamaican music. Yeah. So I reached out to Jermall. Huh?
Like, will you always be at? Will you be recording?
No, I'll be in my car a lot of times when I'm recording.
Nah, I'm talking about like recording like the actual like music and stuff like that on your Instagram.
I record music on Instagram.
Seems like you be at a festival every other weekend.
Oh, that's Lamert Park.
Park.
That's Lamert Park. That's like our Black Wall Street in my neighborhood. So I'm there every Sunday. That's my spot every Sunday. And I go there just to walk through. If I'm there 10 minutes or 4 hours, but I have to stop through there. You know what I mean? Because you can get blindsided staying at home, you know what I mean? And getting comfortable in your own lifestyle, your lifestyle. You walk upstairs, you walk downstairs, and you forget that we're so eclectic, so it's just beautiful to be around. I can get Jalen Rose once boxing start. So all these people sit front row. So that's why I'm when boxing starts back up, we don't know each other's name, but I know them by name because they're celebrities. But we all know each other by face, So and that's how I know Stephen A. Smith will come on this show at least once a year, for sure, 100%. He respects the shit out of me. Yeah. So we'll get him on if I see him at a fight. So.
Oh, you got your credentials back from Top Rank, man, because you and Bob.
I'm never asking for a credential. That's hustling backwards, man. Shit, man, that's hustling backwards, man. I'm a man. No, that's hustling backwards, man. That's hustling backwards. So I'm never getting a credential again. Never. I shouldn't say never, but you guys know what I'm saying. Like I'm never gonna fulfill that role again. No.
Hey, I got a question for you, Fred. And I'm gonna bounce out and let somebody else get on. The twins, the Watson twins.
Yes.
Why aren't they in charge of PR?
They're in charge of the logistics and stuff. So they do everything that's needed for the fight. So there's a lot of stuff that goes on between like the travel and fight night. It's a whole lot of shit going on. You got to make sure motherfuckers get on the plane. You got to make sure, not the plane, but the fights and paychecks and piss tests and all that stuff. There's a schedule that they gotta that they gotta keep up. So they have a real important job, especially on fight night. They have a real important job, and that's what they do. I think the biggest weakness on PBC is that they don't have a guy like me, like in terms of building the fight, like the PR guy, like that type of guy. You know, I think PBC should be a little bit more bold, kind of like more bolder than Eddie Hearn, because you got the ammo. You know
Like
what I mean?
Williams.
Say it again.
Like Williams.
Like Williams, yeah, he got the, like, PBC has the ammo, so they should be more bold, you know, in terms of like, shit, we got all the talent, you know, so it's nothing you can do. Yeah, but they missing a guy on a DS. They don't have a PR guy. They need a PR guy that's gonna talk that shit and be like, fuck Bob, fuck Eddie. You know what I mean? We ain't making these fights. You know, everyone is PC. You know, Tim Smith is PC. Kelly Swanson doesn't do interviews. Who else is up there? That's it. That's pretty much. And Sylvia Brown doesn't do interviews. Her and her husband don't do interviews. They do a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. They've been working for Al for years. But they need someone like me, like, who just don't give a fuck. You understand? Because they're the ace high. No matter how well the zone is doing right now in this moment, PBC can still say, nigga, we about to put these 5 fights together and just take over boxing. Is that your roommate? You too loud?
Nah, nigga, that was my
it was a joke for earlier. But yeah, man. So I think that they could really, really like be strong, you know. That they could really be strong. And someone better than me, you know, someone better than me. I'm saying just the forwardness that I have. They need someone like that.
Yeah, I just don't think they don't do enough, man. You know what I'm saying?
They don't take ownership of the assets they have.
You know what's crazy too, though?
Mm-hmm.
Boxers, most times, they don't want to do enough. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of boxers, like I'll be like, hey man, do this and do that. They be like, nah, man, I don't want to do that, bro. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like they too cool to do. You know what I'm saying? They just be too cool sometimes.
They better get it together, because boxing is gonna move along with or without them. You know what I mean? It moved on past Floyd, no matter how great he was. It just keeps going. You know?
He's trying to hold on for dear life, boy.
Oh, Floyd is doing his best. Floyd doing his best. He knows he's irrelevant, low key. It's crazy how irrelevant Floyd became. It was kind of like overnight. Like he just literally, people just said, he's not important anymore. He has no power. You know, so it's crazy. It's weird, because the day before he would get 1 million views. Now he gets 10,000 views. I'm just not that bad off, but I'm just saying, you know, it's crazy how he's declined so rapidly.
I mean, you know, once he got that fake beard, it was over with, man.
Yeah, I mean, his credibility has always been in question with his fans. It was just that he was the best that we had.
Yeah.
And we definitely didn't want him to lose. Like we definitely didn't want Floyd to lose and say, ha, we got you. We wanted him to say, man, we beat the system, you know. And then we were hoping and praying on a prayer that he would come back and support, like, I mean, I don't want to say his people, but but he didn't do that either. The first thing I would have did was went back to Michigan. The first thing I would have did as a champion. I mean, the first thing when I retire, I would have went back to Michigan, because he's famous. I would have went back to Grand Rapids and stayed there for 2 weeks and made sure that the people at Grand Rapids know that I didn't forget about them, you know, and built from there. You know,
that's a great move.
That's the first thing. And I would tell any fighter that go straight back to your hometown when it's all said and done, and just do a thank you tour. You know, even if you still live there, just do a thank you tour. Like, you know what I mean? Rent out a skating ring. Then in 4 days, rent out a restaurant, you know what I mean? For 2 hours, you know, like give back to that city, you know. And
facts.
And then maybe do it, then go to Vegas, and then go to Miami, then come to LA. Those are the 4 places that he likes to visit, you know, or that he has houses in, you know. So then
about Tony Harrison, man.
Tony Harrison is the most legit guy ever. Damn.
Man,
if Tony lived in LA, I would help him a lot more for sure. I would be in his gym at least once a week. Yeah, for sure. And shout out to us, man. We donated about $700 to his gym. So shout out to us. Shout out to us.
You gotta get, man.
Yeah, he's fighting. Oh yeah. So see, this is funny, man. A subscriber sent me some schedules, and someone from, and this is why I had a conversation with PBC. They sent me they called me this morning and was like, man, Fred, we got schedules. See, I told you they listened to the show. So the reason why I did the show like that, I did it intentionally because of what we talked about the day before. So I intentionally talked about it, and I'm glad y'all were engaged, but I wanted to put those shows together. That's why I titled it the PBC schedule. And that's why I posted on Instagram so they would watch. And so I appreciate y'all for playing y'all part. What's up?
I said I'm gonna get off so somebody else can hop on.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I appreciate it. Should I leave or you good?
You could. You might as well bounce off.
So
hey, hey, Jarvis had the funniest line yesterday.
What is that?
Your foot on their neck, but hurry up and take it off. That shit was
yeah, I saw that yesterday. And you still there, DB?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, perfect. So they hit me up and was like, a subscriber hit me and gave me a schedule earlier today, and then they hit me and then they said, Fred, we're announcing the fight today. The Sergio Lipinets fight. They made that official today, and they also told me what else they say. They told me that Jermall Charlo's fighting Montiel, and they told me another fight. Those are the two that I remember, and a subscriber sent me a schedule too. But Boots' fight was confirmed today, so he is fighting Sergio Lipinets April 10th, which is a good fight. I'm excited for that. That's a good fight, and then April 24th, that pay-per-view card, which is stupid. And good luck paying for that shit.
Whose fight is on the 24th?
Andy Ruiz and Chris Arreola.
Yeah, well, that fight, I mean, listen, Jorge Masvidal is fighting against the champion, Kamaru Usman, on that day. So, yeah, good luck getting that Latino fan base that you were probably looking to get. And who else is on the undercard? I'm trying to think of other people. Yeah, they're just not. It was a bad day, and I think a part of the reason why they don't do it too, because Dana is going to counter all of the shit that they do in boxing. You know what I mean? And it wasn't necessarily because of what the fighters did, but because of all of the shit that Oscar and Bob Arum talked about MMA. So Dana's like, okay, I'm gonna prove a fucking point to you. So I can make stack cards and I can make these dudes fight each other, and we'll have an exciting event. And you want to put a main event on that's decent, but a weird ass undercard? Cool. I'm gonna put this on the same day that you book your event. This is the day you want to charge people against $69, $79 for a pay-per-view with only one good fight on there and one decent fight and the rest some bullshit. Got it. I'm going to put a fucking stacked card with 15 fights on there and names that everybody knows. Don't fuck with me. And then the days that there's no boxing on, like no big boxing matches on, the UFC will have regular fight night cards, meaning like, they're the prospects or the non-champions and whatnot. So, yeah, he's playing. So I think that's a part of the reason why they may not be putting out.
But you can't wait for UFC. I mean, that was the problem with the Canelo fight. You can't just say you can't give concessions. You just make your schedule and you promote it.
Shit, they have gave concessions. You don't see Canelo land on his ass when waiting for Nate Diaz to finish fighting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nate Diaz and George Masvidal. As a matter of fact, that was Masvidal fighting against Nate. They waited for them dudes to fight.
That's what I'm saying. You can't
for
do
no
that.
belt.
You just got to fight. You can't concede.
Yeah, Ronald Haskins, you wrong if you think nobody worried about MMA. Yeah, you blind then. Yeah, those are the people that say boxing ain't dead and keep everything the same. And Fred just said it right there. You cannot make concessions.
No, you got to compete. You got to go.
That's right.
Like I don't be like, well, hey, you can't go live while I'm live. No, I got to compete. Like I ain't never said, oh man, that's mean, man. Why you going live when I'm going live? No, nigga, do your best. Good luck. I believe in open market. So
yeah,
do your best.
And it didn't just happen with that one fight. It happened 2 consecutive Canelo fights. Shit, if y'all, I know a lot of y'all over at Reggie's watching the fight. Shit, he announced it. You see it right there. You know, it's shit 9:30, 10, 11 o'clock at night. Still waiting on this dude to make his ring walk. So, yeah, it's real. How do you think Shields will do in MMA? Yeah, I talked about it before. I think Clarissa Shields will do decent in MMA. Do I want her to do great? I want her to do great, but I think she'll do decent. So she'll probably end up with maybe a 500 record if she stays in there a while. But I think with her, sorry, do I sound far away? Sorry about that.
No, you get
it. I think if she goes in there and they'll give her maybe a cakewalk first, got to build her up, you know, a soft touch. And then the next one, they'll have to see what her skill set is. Like she'll get a named opponent probably in her second fight. But the first one, they'll probably give her a light touch. I think by the third and fourth fight, if she's 3-1, she continues. If she's 2-2, she might stop fighting and just continue with boxing. So yeah, she, you know, when you have that, she is for me equivalent to Jermall Charlo. You know, like some people, I don't think they would be able to take a defeat and it would fuck with them psychologically. Like it'll mess with them, you know, because they're used to winning their entire life. I think Andre Ward could have took a loss and he came back and did. Yeah. Some people, I don't think that they have that in them. Like if they are, and I don't want to call them front runners, but just, you know, I don't think they are. They haven't shown me enough for me to think that they would be able to bounce back from a loss.
Really? I never thought about that. I don't know.
Yeah.
You think
now Jermall's different, right? Jermall's like, hey, I got that loss. It was a good fight, but fuck, I feel like I won. Like let's run that back right away. And then me go in there. And I think the same thing will happen again. Jermall get in there and he loses to Lubin or shit, whoever it is. He can fight J-Rock. It don't matter who it is. He'll fight and he'll lose a fight and he'll say, I need to run that back. And some people, man, they may tell us that they want to run it back. And this is what I wanted to ask him too. If he's seen a scare, I wanted to ask Freddie if he's seen a scared fighter, like up and close, you know, up close and personal. You've seen a scared fighter because, you know, from this side, from the fan side, from the spectator side, everybody's a soldier. Everybody who walks down there is a warrior. Shit, I've said it myself, but that ain't the truth. Some people do it because it's muscle memory for them. They've been fighting, boxing and kickboxing and in the ring since they was 3, 4, and 5 years old. So shit, they don't know nothing else. They got the perfect jab and they got the perfect combos and they got cardio and the physique and that's all they've been doing. So it's muscle memory. They don't got that heart. They're not built to be a fighter. They're built to be an athlete, but they're not a warrior. But Jermall is. I believe he is. I believe EJ is. Obviously, Deontay Wilder is like these guys. Some people are built like that. Like, listen, I got to get back in there. I want that fight. But anyway, that's a long answer. But I think she'll do decent in MMA, but I don't think she'll fight long. Yeah, I don't think she goes into double-digit MMA fights.
She has a fight coming up in June, she said.
Oh, yeah, 2021. Yeah, okay, that. Well, let's see. I want to hear the name. I want to know who it is. Yeah, as soon as I get the name, I'm gonna give y'all the whole rundown. The gym that she at, who she beat, shit, how long she been fighting, if it's a soft touch or if it's somebody that she got to really be aware of. Yeah, we're gonna get the whole scoop before, during, and after. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I must ask questions for all fighters. Come on. Yeah, JJ. I've been thinking about that, and I wrote it down. But you know, I mean, we're pressed for time, and you know, we got to respect their time. Man, he had to get out of here. It seemed like he was in a tight squeeze. So, but yeah, that's definitely another one. And just like how we have the Mauricio Suleiman question, and you know, we vowed that we were going to ask people about that. And for the people that were part of the PBC, we vowed that we were going to ask about what the ask Al or talk to Al means. So there's certain questions that shit we'll ask damn near every fighter that comes in here.
We haven't asked that in a minute. Well, we haven't had any fighters. Oh, we got Claude Clegg coming in tomorrow at 4 p.m. y'all. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's gonna be good. He's a historian, and I'm very interested in his book that he wrote on Elijah Muhammad. So I'm very interested in that. So we'll have that tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we'll come back for the show after that.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's see what they say. Hey, Ron 24 said, if you had to choose one, Muay Thai or BJJ, damn, those are my two styles, man. God damn. Damn.
That nigga DL Hewley said Asia is not in China. Just like Doritos aren't protein.
Yeah, he done. Yeah, he done flew off the handle.
He's mad at something. Asia is not in China. Huh?
Yeah. Maybe it's a girl named Asia. Maybe she traveling and they looking for her. She ain't in China. I'm gonna have to go with BJJ. Aaron. I'm gonna have to go with BJJ.
That nigga said Asia is not in China.
Yeah, DL tripping. Yeah. He from the soil though. We gotta represent. You know what I'm saying?
Where he go? Lock? Where he went to Lock? Where he go?
No, he didn't go to Lock. He went to Centennial.
Oh, Centennial. Man, I don't like how he plays victim. His posts be like, I'm a victim. I'm a victim. I don't like that shit. See what white people do? You see what white people do? I'm like, okay, shit. Your whole timeline is like, see, I told you they racist. I told you we get treated unfairly. I actually need to unfollow him. So.
Pound for pound boxing, so he talking about Asian math.
Right. Oh, by the way, yeah, facts. The reason why I was getting up yesterday is because I bought these lifesavers, and I have them. I have this desk for this show, and I have my desk over there for my work, right? And so I put it on the desk on my work, so I wouldn't eat them all. And I'm looking at them right now, and I'm like, damn, I want to get up and get some right now. And that's why I was getting up so much yesterday, because I put one in and I finished one. I'm like, shit, I want another one. You know, so that's why I was getting up yesterday. You know what I mean? So anyway,
sugar free.
Yeah,
sugar free.
Yeah, because I'm not eating potato chips, and I don't have no cakes in my house. So usually I have like a cake in my house, and that fills me up. You know, like a slice of cake will fill me up, but I don't have it. So I got pistachios. Yeah, for sure, cake. Yeah, so I got pistachios and lifesavers.
He said a cake. Damn, Fred.
Yeah.
What up, players ball? Yeah, cake. Hustler Slim done slid in here late. What up with you, bro?
What's up, Hustler Slim? Yeah, I'm a little bit, man. A little bit. Yeah. I've been, because I really wasn't going hard for a year. I had a hodgepodge. You know what I mean? I had a hodgepodge workout. I would go hard for 3 days, and I'd be like, fuck it. you know, when quarantine first started, I was still consistent, but you know, I got to September and October, the weather changed, and you know, it just didn't work out too well. So, so.
Hey man, I stepped on the scale yesterday. Man, I'm at it's at an all-time high.
Oh man, you got to get back to training and teaching them classes, man.
Yeah. No, I should have just, you know, shit. You remember when a year ago, we'd be on the show and I'd be running. You know,
Yeah,
and
I remember.
talking out of breath.
Yeah,
that caller had a good call, but yeah, shit, been sitting in this motherfucker. God damn, ain't no way I make lightweight no more. Shit, if my back is good and my knees are good and I get a fight, shit, I'm gonna have to do it at 170. I can't make 155 no more.
Yeah, man. So I'm on the road. I mean, if by the summer I'll be back by the summer. I'll be back, you know. So, but my genetics are real good though. Like, I mean, you know. Oh, DJ says, I don't know how Top Rank works, but UFC owes ESPN something like 30 events a year per their deal. That's why we have fights during the pandemic. Oh, I didn't know that, DJ. Yeah, talk about that.
Yeah. That was the plan. They said, shit, we get y'all on, but shit, y'all got to fight a certain amount of time. So, yeah, I mean, that's the deal. And, you know, it's funny is they have ESPN and they also have ESPN Plus or whatever that they have, or the ESPN, the app, I'm sorry. So it's funny little story for you. So Chael Sonnen, who y'all might know, wrestler, you know, Olympian, fought Anderson Silva twice, got beat twice by Anderson Silva, commentator, analyst, and all of that stuff. But Chael owns a company or president of a company called SUG, Submission Underground Wrestling. Huge in for jiu-jitsu or whatever. And he had a huge event, and it was in, I'm gonna say December, like the middle of December. Okay. No, it was like the 20th. So it was maybe about a week left. And they only had, I believe, like 29 shows, let's say. So Dana called Chael and was like, oh shit, like we owe them another show. He said, can you get another show before the year is out? No, this Saturday. And Chael said, well, yeah, shit, of course, I'll try. So Chael said he had to call the movers, the people who, you know, who set up who do all the prop, the setup, the production team, the production assistants, you know, called. And then after he got an event booked, I think it was in Arizona or somewhere, he had to call fighters. And he was basically just calling people's numbers that he had in his phone. He's like, hey, Reggie, listen, I got another event coming up. You want to fight Saturday? Yeah. Hey, Big Tank, I got an event coming up again. You down? He like, shit, who am I fighting? Hustler Slim? He like, okay. So he called a bunch of dudes and everybody said yes, and he had another event, but that was the last event of the year to fulfill the contract. So that was kind of cool and funny. But
they did that for ESPN?
Yeah, that was
Wow.
The last one was on ESPN, the app though.
Wow.
So I don't think all the fights have to be on ESPN. I think it may be ESPN and ESPN, the app. But you know, there's at the end of the day, man, like these dudes are fighting, and there are, you know, a card. I'm gonna say maybe 3 cards, 2 to 3 cards a month, and then you know, 2 of those are gonna be 1 to 2 of those are gonna be big. If there's 3, there's gonna be 2 big cards. You know, and the thing is, like, these are recognizable names that have been built up. DJ was talking about it. You know, they do a good job of making sure people know who the fuck is fighting. And that's the question that he was asking you that you weren't listening to. He was saying, like, who are they building up? Who's boxing building up? Who is Showtime building up? Who is ESPN building up? Who is Top Rank building up? Who are these guys building up that we can see and know about their life? Not just what they do in the ring. And that's a part of the conversation we were having last night about who has that it factor and all the different qualities to be a superstar, right? Oh,
Oh my god! That nigga told him I'm trying to sleep.
what?
That nigga told him I'm trying to sleep. Oh god! Oh my god! Oh my god! That shit was funny. Ah, you know why that shit is funny? Because that nigga was talking so much shit about Floyd.
Oh, yeah. And then, you know, the question I asked right when he was doing that? The question I asked right before that, I said, look, should it be about legacy or should fighters be chasing the bag? He like both. I'm like, no, nigga, the bag. Yeah, get you a place with no roommates.
Oh man, that nigga should have, you know, that mute button. You know what I mean? Hey, dog. By the way, what's up, Dion? Man, Triller about to take over.
About to take over box. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Dion Candy with the super chat. Shout out to Dion Candy with the $10 holly. He said Triller's about to take over boxing. Most casual fans know more about Jake Paul than actual champion. TFEMO will benefit from it. It's only the beginning. Man.
That nigga said, I gotta go to work, homie. Nigga said, hey, the whole interview said, oh man. Let's get out of here. Hey, I should have kept him 15 more minutes. So, hey, no, one more question. Hey, you would have saw that nigga like this. You would have saw that nigga in the car. Oh my god.
Remember Ernest Brown was whispering the other night?
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of.
God.
He was like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like Floyd ain't pound for pound, man. This dude ain't this shit. Hey man, I gotta go to work. Yeah. Anyway, but you know, like
nigga was like, nigga, now y'all know why he needed the mask. He was trying to muffle his loudness. Oh my god.
His roommate made him wear it.
What this on? Oh my god. His roommate had to be at least 68 though. The furniture and shit. Oh, that was hilarious. Oh.
Yeah, fucked up, man.
Oh my god.
Don't post that, man. Don't post that.
I'm not posting that shit. I wouldn't do that, dog. I wouldn't do that. Oh wow. Most people not gonna get that far in the interview anyway, but
I'm gonna chop it up though. I'm gonna send it to you through the DM.
That nigga, he was looking like, huh? Oh man.
Yeah, man. See, this is fuck them sanctioning bodies. Man.
Hey, that nigga wasn't lying when he says, I'm trying to get to Florida. Oh my god. That nigga had a dead tiger on with a mask. Oh, I'm done. I'm done, man. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, 3 dudes in a bachelor pad in a single. God damn. You know how you see, and you know, in the gym, man, I always see dudes come through, and I'll be like, "Damn, dude, look familiar." Be like, "Yeah, what's your name?"
Reggie gonna post that shit. Hey, hating on Floyd. 20 minutes later. Like, oh god. Oh man. No.
These dudes come in the gym and they end up telling me, you know, they got to fill out a liability waiver when they come in the gym. So I look at the waiver and I see the name and I'm like, oh shit, this is such and such. They'd be like, yeah, man. And then I'd turn to maybe one of the younger dudes 18, 19, 20, and I'd be like, yeah, you know this dude? He'd be like, yeah, man, I was a world champion and whoop-de-whoop, and yeah. And then after it's over, I see the dude, like, he ain't even getting the Uber. He, like, running for the bus. I'm like, God damn.
Wow.
This is what it's come to. And not one time. Like, I've seen this 5 or 6 times, and I'm like, damn. I ain't even gonna say who, but man, I had to give one a ride. Like, man, let me take this dude, man. He was like, yeah, I'm trying to go to the airport, man. I gotta figure this out. And ended up taking him to the airport, and yeah, doing a quick lunch with him and all of that. But like that's why I'd be so.
That nigga got you for a quick 50.
Shit. Oh, okay. Shit, I did my part. Yeah, I ain't tripping. Shit. But
nigga,
no, he wasn't asking me. He was just telling me.
Oh,
like,
I know. No,
like,
the nigga said, man, it's hard out here, man. They ain't got no respect for the fighters, man. And DB feeling all, he getting warmer and warmer. Like, damn, man.
Wait, they said,
hey, you know when you give a nigga a ride, hey, when you give a nigga a ride, that story coming. That story coming. Hey, when you giving that nigga a ride to the Grand Central Station, nigga, oh, you know the story coming, nigga. When you give a nigga a ride to Union Station, is Union Station out here? When you give a nigga a ride to the bus depot, oh, it's coming, nigga. Oh man, you know, man, I'm in between jobs right now. I'm just waiting on this guy to call me back and shit, man. I put out 10 applications, man. You know, it's just hard out here. And then you getting warmer and shit. You like, fuck, man. Man, I gotta get this nigga something. And then you like, yeah, how much is too much? Then you like sitting there thinking, how much is too much? If I give him 20, would that be embarrassing? Or do I give him 50? Is that too much? Or 100 is way too much, but he's a grown man. I gotta give him 100. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, nigga, fuck. You know, anyways, everybody done been that. Everybody done been there.
Gas station, man, and you got to tell them, you know, they always gonna have fighters always got a big ass bag on their back and shit. You know what I'm saying? Look like the Incredible Hulk and shit. But tell them like, hey, pump the gas for me real quick. Let me go pay for this, and then come back while they pumping the gas. You just slide a dub in their bag. You know what I mean? Yeah, don't even have a conversation.
Yeah. Oh, them niggas they gonna pump you. You gonna, oh man. Oh, that's funny, man. I'm waiting on his next fight, man. It's hard, man. I'm waiting on my promoter, man. You know, I'm supposed to be getting a title shot, man. I win this fight, I get a title shot, you know, or your cousin and shit, man. You know, man. It's been hard since I got out, man. You know, it's been hard, man. You know, I'm doing my best. I done turned to all the applications, man. Taking care of my kids, man. Doing the best I can, man. I see you doing well. Hey, that's the go-to, man. Hey, J8. Hey, here they go, man. Yeah, man.
Oh, we sorry, Brian. It is corny, Brian. We sorry, man. We didn't mean to offend you, Brian. We just talking about helping the fighters that need help, man. That's all. I'm sorry.
Who Brian Mad?
Yeah, Brian Mad. He said this shit corny.
Oh man, well, we do a whole lot of corny shit in here. So, anyway, so
Brian must be a former world champion.
Oh god, man. Oh man, I didn't even see it, man. I didn't even see Brian. Damn. But anyway, hey, you already know what they're gonna say. Hey, you know, I see you doing well, and that's their go-to.
It's a nice car.
Oh, I got you, Reg. I got you.
Reg coming in?
Yeah. Oh, anybody want to beam in? My bad, man. Hey, man. Hey, we got another. What the super chat said. Triller about to take over boxing. Most casual fans know more about Jake Paul than actual champions. Teofimo would benefit it. Oh, for sure. And you see the concert they got?
No, who performing?
Snoop Dogg got a new group with Ice Cube and all that shit. They debuting on Triller.
Damn.
Yeah. Al Heyman fucked the bag. He fucked.
Oh yeah. It's a Snoop, Tupac. I'm sorry, too short. Snoop, too short. E40. And damn, it's one more. It's 4 of them.
I said it.
Damn.
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Mm-hmm.
No,
What's up, dude?
240. Oh yeah, D40. Yeah, duh.
What's up, Reg?
What's up, man? Y'all got
What
me
up,
over here
Red?
dying, man. What's up, my brother DB? Man, I was dying through this damn interview, but in the same light, man, it's a sad prognosis, man. It's sad, like looking at the way this shit turned out for the OG, man. And he kind of bitter as hell, man.
Oh god, that nigga said he got robbed 22 times. Nigga said he got robbed 22 times. Hey, you don't even get robbed in the street 22 times, nigga. What the fuck you mean? Oh, nigga said he got robbed 22 times.
He already admitted the 4 of them was legit.
Oh god! Oh my god! Hey,
You messed my call up, man. I was trying to be serious.
Hey, I was holding that shit in so bad, man. I was like, nigga, this is this nigga hating hard, man. And then we find out. Oh god! Oh my god!
This dude had me humming like I was in church. I was like,
What's up, Reg?
Man, you messed my call up. I was trying to be serious. Now I got to be clownish. Hey, I was tripping. I was seeing this dude was like 175. He talking about beating up Hopkins, beating up Quick. Or who was that? He beat
Trevor Burbick
or somebody else. Yeah, Kevin Burbick. I'm like, God damn, this feels bad. They talk about 24 losses. Like shit.
Oh man.
Stop it, man. Oh man, that shit was hilarious. But just to think, man, like where they go financially, man, just like you can't fault what today's fighters try to do. Like they try to get their money right. I mean, that shit was sad. It left the OG bitter as hell, man, about everything in boxing. Can't nobody get their credit. Ain't nobody worth the shit. They can't fuck with them. And it's a cold game. There's many of these older fighters like that, man. It's a lot of them. But you got to balance that out. Like you trying to prove legacy, but shit on the other side, man, you gonna leave all the money for these fools in suits? Like hell no. That's why I can't fault when I see a lot of these dudes trying to get their money. Because if you go through some of these gyms, like DB was saying, you see some of these former great champions catching the bus and shit. Like hell, I can't fault these young fighters trying to get that money and shit. Trying to prove yourself to whoever you're trying to prove it as, to a tough man. When you seeing bleachers filled up, like you're a damn fool. So let that shit walk.
Hey, who you think his roommate was? It had to be a fighter because he had to be talking big shit. He was talking big shit, but that nigga was humble as hell when his roommate came. That nigga. His roommate must do MMA or some shit.
Valiant said his roommate was damn near about to give him loss number 27. These dudes in here clowning, man. Hustle Slim. He was the real Glass Joe off of Mike Tyson punch out.
Ball Bull was about to fuck him up. Oh man. Man, that shit was hilarious. I got you, Detroit. Yeah, man, that shit was hilarious, man. That nigga Floyd ain't shit. Turn the lights off, nigga. Go to bed.
Oh shit, man. Y'all crazy as hell, but man, that shit was,
hey, you know what I should have said? You know, I should say, hey, it's okay, you can whisper.
Oh damn. I would have lost it.
Yeah, I couldn't figure that math shit out. I was bugged out by that. But then that roommate came out like, man, he got him in that muffler like a motherfucker.
The whole energy just shifted like, oh, Papacito. The whole energy just changed. And I was like, man, let's get out of here, man. Let's hit the eject button on this shit real fast.
So, but what do you rate this interview all time?
That moment was funny, man. Oh man, that was fun.
See, I think sometimes there's two ways to look at them, though, Reg. Like sometimes it's just the interview itself, but then there's the second element is the interview with the chat. And the interview with the chat, this shit was fuck 5 mics, it's the 6 mics.
Yeah, the chat was going in.
Yeah, y'all was killing the dude in the fucking chat, man. Damn.
Oh yeah, we was clowning, man. We had to, man. He was, man. I ain't never seen nobody don't give nobody no motherfucker.
He ain't give nobody crap. I'm sitting there like, damn. But I mean, hey, it's his narrative. Oh man, but
yeah, on the real.
When that roommate came out, I was like, hold up. I was like, man, what is that noise? You know, you don't want to think of niggas on the couch, man. You know what I mean? You like, hold up. I was like, that Debo? Oh no.
Jermall, I told y'all 5 minutes earlier to eject. Oh man. Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I wanted, man. I'll try to be serious, but y'all got me back on that laughing shit. But man, that shit was comical as hell, man. But I'm out.
All right, Reg. JQ, what up with you?
What's up, Detroit?
What up, baby? Man, hey, you niggas got me laughing tonight, man.
Yeah, that was funny.
Hey, dog, I ain't even gonna go in, nigga. I'm buzzing, man. And your motherfucking ass laughing, man. Dog, you don't even understand. I'm over here laughing at you motherfuckers. Go get it in.
We don't understand your ass either, niggas, but it's cool. Hey, what Floyd say when that Chinese guy was talking? Yibber, jibber, 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 jibber. But you a champion. I understand champion, but I understand.
Wait, hold on, is my shit breaking up?
Nah, nigga. What's up, man?
Shit, man. I'm sitting back watching you motherfuckers laughing, laying low. Enjoying the motherfucking night. Hey, man.
Appreciate you, big homie.
What's happening with Charlo, man? You think this motherfucker really gonna take the fight?
Who?
Ma.
I thought you was talking to your roommate.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh God. No. No, sir. Oh man.
What you doing?
What you think, Doc?
Is he gonna take the fight? I don't know.
I mean, you happen to be that nigga, you know, that be knowing niggas and shit. So you know. This is why niggas tuned in.
Is he gonna? He ain't taking it next. I know that much.
Okay. Enough said. All right, man. We on the pool table over here, man. Getting it in.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, proceed on, man. I'm gone, man. Get it in, baby.
Appreciate you, big homie.
For sure. Oh,
Well,
Let's just listen.
Oh, I ain't had my shit up. I ain't motherfucker.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey, no, I thought Dog was gonna come here and talk some shit. If they blazed me tonight, I was buzzing. It motherfucking echo. Okay, how the fuck I get out of this bitch?
All right, nigga, we gone, nigga. I ain't about to.
All right, get it in.
I ain't about to look at no Christopher Williams wannabe ass nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Appreciate it. Man, you better win your pool game, nigga. All right, here it is right here. Tell me this nigga didn't sound like this. Hopefully, I pulled the right one.
They play it safe. You got some guys like Mayweather that go straight for the kill. And I think he's more like the Mayweather type. He's gonna come out and go for the kill, like Mayweather Mayweather won. He's gonna come out and go for the kill. He's a heavy hitter, so I used to move. So my Texas trying to take you on that. I ain't worried about that.
Damn! I gotta find that shit, man. Damn. Anyways, I ain't gonna be able to find it. Fuck it. But that y'all know what clip I'm talking about. Oh man.
You know, in catching the rabbit. Are you gonna be in catching the rabbit? You are the winner.
Hey, tell me this nigga didn't sound like this shit.
You're the champion.
I don't know what you said, but
it is right. Listen.
Floyd, champion, with all respect, they say all dogs, they don't learn new tricks, but you know, hunter dogs, they're always going to be ending catching the rabbit. Are you going to be ending catching the rabbit? Yeah. You are the winner. You're the champion.
I don't know what you said, but thank you. I know you said I'm the winner, I'm the champion. I like that. I don't know what you said, but thank you. The chocolate, the rabbit, love you, Steve. I like that.
Español.
Did that nigga that just beat didn't sound like that shit. I don't know what you said, but you said champion. Oh man, what's up? Shout out to oh man. KO KO knockouts. KO artist.
Okay.
First clip, man. Yeah, man, that shit was funny, man. Champion. Man. Oh god. Oh, that shit was funny, man. That shit was funny. Hey, I wish I could go back on. I can go back on my live, dog. I can go. Hey, I gotta find that shit, dog. Hey, go ahead and filibuster, DB. We gotta watch that shit again, dog.
All right, let's see. Let me see who's in here. Ronald Hassan said, "Dude, gonna rewatch this video and change." Change what? Shit, he ain't gonna change, man. That's who he is. He said something about a dog catching a rabbit and a champion.
Yeah, I gotta put
what is he talking about?
Lightweight? I don't even know any lightweight.
Hey, we gotta try and find. Hey, DB, we gonna try and find this shit together. Fuck y'all. I don't give a fuck. We watching this shit again together. Fuck that shit.
Look, Brian G said he went back and watched it. He was like, "Yeah, dude was tripping." Yeah, he was tripping. We wanted to be talking about the champ for no reason like that, man. Yeah, he was wild.
I mean, you got Chavez in there. I got if you pound for pound name.
Do you think that boxing could exist without these sanctioning bodies? Always have. But what do you think these fighters need to do outside of the ring?
So a lot of other fighters I know,
sport. No, the sport of boxing. If there's no
make the match, but I always ask
with
hits from the promoter to convince you to take a fight that you shouldn't take. Going, where you want to get to, keep track of how much money you're making and know what you're worth. Number one, because they're going to throw all kind of prices at you. Most of them lowball. You got to know what you're worth. If you're going to make any money in this game, you got to realize this is what I'm worth and this is what I want. And if they don't give it to you, screw them. Pound for pound, because what they did to my record and a long time. Left here when I was 18.
I can't do it because I'm counting backwards, Reg.
I can't put him down. I can't say he won't get there. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has the opportunity to improve with every fight. And some fights bring more out of you than others.
Reg. Thank you, Reg.
So I'm still watching them.
All right.
Okay.
But when they compare him to me, not even close. I would have murdered him. He went on your own.
Last question, DB. You got anything?
Yeah, my last question is, who has the biggest influence on a fight being negotiated and made? The manager, the promoter, or the fighter, or are they all equal? Is it up to the fighter to say, listen, I want to fight this guy and I'm going to fight this guy. You're my manager, you're my promoter, make it happen. Or is it up to the manager to negotiate it and to tell the fighter this who he's going to fight, or the promoter? Can you tell us that?
It's the fighter. I mean, the promoter comes to you and offers you a fight, and the fighter can say yes or no. The manager, only way a manager can do that is if he has power of attorney. If a manager has power of attorney over the fighter, he picks and chooses whoever the fighter fights. Other than that, it's up to the fighter. Me, myself, I call all the shots. Who I wanted to fight, if I wanted to fight you, if I didn't want to fight you, I would say no. If I wanted to fight, I fight. Yeah, and my manager came to me with a lot with fighters and told me, I want you to fight this guy. No, I don't want to fight him. And where you want to fight? Because I said, I don't want to fight him. I want to fight this guy. And he had to go get that guy and let me fight. And if he could make the match, but I always ask for whoever I wanted. And most of the time, I always wanted the top and the best guys out there.
Gotcha. Man, well, we thank you for coming through, man.
It's before that.
Yeah, I said that. I was screaming it to you.
Oh, let's go from your perspective.
We did was when they get we got a date to fight.
Mm-hmm.
We go on TV, we get interviewed about it, and we talk to the papers about it, and that's how we got the word out that when we were fighting and at what time and place we were going to fight. It was out of town. You talk about it, and you know they would film you in sparring sessions and stuff like that. That's how we did it.
Okay. So since you don't believe in schedules, how does the fans stay? How do the fans know what's coming next?
Dude, I'm finished. It's not going to happen all the time. Give me a second. All right.
I gotta get up.
I'll be. Yeah, it ain't gonna be too much longer. See, chill, please. Go ahead.
Yeah. How do you keep the fans engaged?
Me, what I did with fans always contact me through Facebook, Instagram.
The sport of boxing, if there's no schedule. So for example, what I mean by that is if they know like certain fighters are fighting on certain dates, how do you nourish the fans if there's no schedule? Like, so let's go from your perspective.
We did was when they get we got a date to fight.
We got a date to fight.
We go on TV, we get interviewed about it, and we talk to the papers about it, and that's how we got the word out that when we were fighting and at what time and place we were going to fight. It was out of town. You talk about it, and you know they would film you in sparring sessions and stuff like that. That's how we did it.
Okay. So since you don't believe in schedules, how does the fans stay? How do the fans know what's coming next?
Steve, when I'm finished, I'm finished. It's not going to happen all the time. Give me a second. All right?
I gotta get up. I don't know about you, but I gotta get up.
I'll be. Yeah, it ain't gonna be too much longer. See, chill, please.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. How do you keep the fans engaged? Oh man. Oh man, I did keep my composure, man, because that shit was funny as hell.
He looked like he was standing right over him. Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna slap this phone out your hand. You hang this shit up.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. When you told me you wanted to stay on the couch, you told me you was gonna keep the noise down. You told me you was gonna be invisible. Yeah.
Please. Oh God, the nigga said please. Oh, please.
Yeah, man. Fuck, man, that hurt my feelings, man. He said, please. You know, when a grown ass black man say please, like, damn, he really need whatever he asking for. I'm like, come on, man. Damn, this is my relevancy.
Oh man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Something that's crazy though, that dude was being in sport though, and shit, he didn't know nothing about who was fighting today. He was like that tall guy. I'm like, damn, you don't know the champ? Yeah. He knew who he said and then he said something. I didn't just feel like correcting him, man. I didn't want to go down that rabbit hole. He said that Earl be getting knocked down and shit. I'm like, what?
He said that. I saw y'all in the chat screaming at him.
He was like, yeah, now he always get knocked down. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? Yeah. What are you on about, bruh? Yeah, that shit.
Oh man. Oh man.
I respect my elders, man.
Yeah.
Mr. Vegas, what up? Man, Brody, it's time to get out of here, man.
All right, yeah, let's get out of here, man. Let's leave on that note, man. For God strike us down with lightning.
PJ Tucker went to the Bucks. My pops texted me and said PJ Tucker went to the Bucks. I don't know who was involved in that trade, but all right. Let's see. All right, bro, you want to get some love too?
Man, Freddie Pendleton, nigga. Freddie Pendleton, man. Freddie Pendleton, man. Oh man. What's up, Hustler Slim, man? Get some love to Ruben, Hustler Slim, Young World, Boxing Truth, man. AB 415, man. Joaquin.
Yes, indeed, man. Y'all type y'all cities in there, man.
And love to his roommate, man. Love to his roommate.
Yes, indeed. So, remind them about the schedule tomorrow. The 2 shows, bro.
Thank you. We got Claude Clegg coming in at 4 p.m. Y'all. We got an early show tomorrow, and then we coming back at 9. All right, but man, that shit, man, he was going hard on them niggas.
Man.
Oh, man. That shit was funny as fuck, man. God damn. Woo.
Music of Troy. Are you meaning for an interview, Music of Troy? If so, you can hit Fred on IG.
Yeah, hit me on IG or hit Patty Dean. Hit Patty Style Pilates or Patty Style Pilates? Patty Styles Pilates.
Patty Pilates Style?
Patty Pilates Style.
Yeah.
Patty Pilates Style. That's what it is. And we'll get you on. Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
We booked to the middle of May, though. Yeah, we booked to the middle of May. Yeah, it is right there. Oh, man.
No, I'm saying Music of Troy. What's your IG? Check you out. Boom. There go Fred's right there, too.
Oh, my gosh.
All right. Cool.
You better not have a roommate because we're going to clown your ass.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, so.
Oh, man. Yeah, be dope to have you, man. Come on the show, man. Come on the platform and come hang out with us, man. Why not? Oh, man.
Okay, it's under Music of Troy. All right, cool. Yeah, some of us will check you out, bro. Yeah. All right, well, shout out to Music of Troy and welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, man.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Bang, bang. My brother Jaquan. Shout out to JQ and the Chicago family. Rules O in the building. My brother Jarvis Johnson, South Central Zone, highly anticipated. Salute to you.
Oh, my God. The whole shit changed.
S. Riddle 45. My brother, Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens, South Central. Yes, indeed. And South Central keeps it moving with Boxing Truth Serum. My cousin in the building. Box fans, South Central keeps it moving. And shout out and thanks for that super chat, Box fans. Yeah. And George. See, George, the only man coming here with that one name. That's strong, like Cher, like Hercules, like Zeus. He just got one name. Just
like Drake.
George. Like Kobe. Yeah. AB 415. Shout out Cali. Rob G Film and ATX. Salute to y'all. Let me see. The boxing section TBS. Shout out to Kyle with NorCal. Oaktown, Town Business. We slide over there next, y'all.
He beat up all them people who couldn't beat up his roommate.
Say it again.
He beat up all them people, couldn't beat up his roommate.
Shit, his roommate, like I said, his roommate probably an ex-fighter too. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
He in there with his girl. He like, man, I've been knowing this dude since the amateurs, man. Let him stay over here. And his girl like, damn, you always want to. He like, man, this dude ain't got nowhere else to go. So his girl said, well, he got to sleep on the couch and he better be quiet. So the roommate probably didn't want to come tell him shit. He like, man, my girl in there tripping. Nigga, you got to shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Hustler Slim. Himself.
His roommate is
the news. This nigga just don't stop laughing.
He said his roommate is the A side.
Your young world.
Oh my God.
News. Moyo Sauce. Salute, Mr. Vegas. God. Kevin Brower in the building. What up, Kev?
That nigga said, I'm trying to get back home. We should have said, click your heels then, nigga. Click your heels. That nigga said his roommate is the A side. Oh God.
Man, Players Ball, what up? Maurice McElroy. Mo said, he said, please. Yeah, that shit, boy.
Oh man.
What up?
Reg, you started that shit, Reg. Reg, you started that shit. Reg started the whole shit, man. I'm over here trying to keep my composure and shit. Y'all going off in the chat, nigga. I'm trying to keep my composure and shit, man. Y'all niggas were going off in the chat. I'm like, damn, nigga, what you want me to do, man? Oh man, that shit was fun.
Valiant Prize Fights. What up? Yova, California. Yeah, what up with your family? Brian G, salute to you. Man. Ryan Jefferson. Damn, Ryan, welcome to the show, Ryan.
Welcome to the show.
Please, baby, please. Oh. I'll tell you one thing. That nigga can't watch TV till television go off in that motherfucking house. That nigga coming out. Oh man, hey, oh my God, that nigga got headphones for everything. That nigga got
crazy. Shout out to salute to Ronald Haskins.
Oh man,
God Buddy Sports News. He said, "What you think about Usman being in Ngannou's corner for his next fight, and also Usman versus Masvidal? Usman washes Masvidal in a more impressive fashion in the first fight." And in terms of him being in the corner, he's cornered Ngannou already, I think, for 2 fights in coaching through his wrestling and his grappling. And Francis has a lot of respect for Kamaru. All his fights and supports him. And he's sticking to his stomach.
He said his roommate is the boogeyman. El Kakoi. Oh my God. Because he was talking such big shit, man. He was talking such big shit, man. Like we sit there like, damn, man. Hey, it is what it is, man. We have fun in this motherfucker, man. Hey, man. Oh man.
Hey, what up, Cuzzo?
Oh,
yeah, he did. He said he was from Philly, and then he said he was in Philly, then he said he was in Miami. Damn, when the call hung up, he said he was in Vegas. I'm like, this dude all over the place.
Oh, he in Vegas right now?
Yeah. Okay. Pound for Pound Boxing Channel. What up?
Man.
Yeah. So, bro, man, all over the place, man. You know what I mean?
Man.
Yeah.
That shit
what
was,
up?
He was robbed 22 times. Man, that nigga better cut it out.
Yeah.
He could be a commentator though. He still got a voice. He could be a commentator. What's up? Hey, Caesar. I'm glad you just checked in. Caesar, you got a lot of family in Chicago? Hey, I'm gonna call you on what's that
IG.
shit? Thank you, man. I'm gonna call you on IG. I'm gonna call you when the show ends. Oh man, that shit was funny. He was going hard, man. Oh man, damn. His roommate didn't sign his permission slip. Oh, that nigga said, "Please, baby, please." All right, cool. I'll hit you after the show. You ready, nigga? Oh man, that shit was too funny. Whew. Was about to say, Freddie was about to tell his roommate, talk the hell. Oh my god! Oh man, he ducking his roommate. Oh my god, dog it, man. It was like Reggie when Brianna Betty was on. Reg froze up like a motherfucker. His eyes looking up and shit. Oh man, that shit was funny. Oh, that was funny. Whew. All right, I'm ready. I'm definitely not chopping that up, though. I'm not gonna embarrass him, but that shit was just funny, man. Oh man. Somebody gonna chop that shit up. Nah, don't do that. But that shit was funny. Oh man, yeah, it's all love in here. It's in the show, Nick. We gotta make fun of it. You know what I mean? It was like, remember for 2 hours, and then we was like, Chris, why are you in the car? It's like 3 niggas. Why are you on the live with no shirt on, nigga?
Man,
we cried laughing, dog. We cried laughing. Oh my god, we gotta get Chris Lovejoy back in here, man.
Yeah, fuck Don King.
Oh, we got to get Chris Lovejoy back in here, dog. That was a funny ass show, man. God, that show was funny. The nigga said he was meeting somebody that didn't show up and shit. Like, where they at? That nigga lying. I'm like, you got to go. And I'm like, I'm trying to be nice and shit. And y'all think I'm trying to kick him off Jarvis and shit. You trying to kick him off the show. I wasn't. I was trying to be nice and shit. You know what I mean? I know you got to go, man. That's cool, man. Like, let's get up another time. Like, nah, I'm good. They not here yet. Oh man, too funny. Oh man.
Let's get Don King in here.
Yeah, I spoke to Don, or somebody spoke to Don for me. Yeah. That interview will be a waste of time. He gonna filibust. You ain't gonna get no questions in. Oof. I think Kanye got us though. Kanye got us all that shit, man. Kanye worth $6 billion, man.
Yeah, 6.6.
That nigga worked it.
Another billion.
That nigga worked us. That nigga worked us. Oh, that was a play. That nigga, man. That nigga played. That nigga played with America's psyche, the world's psyche, so hard, man. Man, that nigga's a G. Oh man, I'm ready.
Play the song, Fred.
Yeah. If Bob had paid the man. Oh man, that nigga say he got robbed 22 times. Man. Oh man, that was funny. Lights out, convict. Oh man, y'all niggas funny, man. Oh man. What's up, Marvin? Marvin.
Welcome to the show.
Oh man. Whew. Man. Oh man. That's the first time where the guest just broke down the show, man. That shit was funny. Lots of play with that. Y'all gonna go rewatch that shit 100 times. I already know. Because the devil is a lie. I'm telling you the truth. Tell me what to do. Some things you gotta do. Oh man, I will. We'll get some in there. That one part. Oh man. You still there, DB?
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay, good. Oh man. Get up, open up your heart now. Fred, I'm too. Oh, I was on the mic. That's why. Back and down. Oh, Fred, you too loud. Oh man, that's funny. You don't get robbed that many times unless you rob it yourself. It's my personal statement. Running game like I'm Macy's. Yeah, tonight's show was funny as hell, man. Oh. We got all these Hall of Fame moments in the shop, man. How about when B&B fell asleep on Brian Custer, man? Oh man. Yeah, when hating goes wrong. Oh my god. Oh my god. You can't make this shit up. Oh my gosh. Hilarious. Woo. Man. His roommate overheard him lying again. There they go. There they go. Hating on fighters again. I'm telling you the truth. It's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. 4 o'clock tomorrow, man. 4 o'clock, man. Make sure y'all come back 4 o'clock tomorrow, man. Let's rock out, man. Love y'all, man. Appreciate the laughs, man. Oh, it was funny as hell. Oh, man. I love you, DB. We gone, man. All right. Holla at you, big homie. Yeah. What's his record again?